Hello. Hello. I started right on time, but it just turned 7:01 p.m. right now. But I did come on time, just FYI. So welcome everyone to a long-awaited tea talk. And because it was on hiatus for so long, I finally had to schedule it so that for sure I would do it. So finally, here we are. And so I'll just wait a few minutes as well for anyone that wants to come chat. And you know um you know the thing is, I'm expecting it's going to be long, but if this ends up being short, that's fine. But I, for some reason, don't think it'll be short. But I just want FYI, who knows what's going to happen. But if this does end up being short tea talking, it's all good. That's even better. All right, so all good, whatever is gonna happen during this long awaited tea talking time. So welcome to Creatine Entertainment Group YouTube channel. Today is January 7th, 2023, and right now 7:02 p.m. So, how's everyone doing? Everyone doing okay? I assume. But yeah, but I don't know who's here yet. But yeah, I guess I'll just wait a bit until I go. Mm, yeah. Yep. Hi. Don't know when you guys will ever stop. Like why? Okay. Anyways, it's all good. I it's more realistic that I'll eventually get used to it. It's okay. So guys, just deal with my feelings. Anyways, hi guys. Hi. I'll still wait a few minutes before we start the tea talk. And yes. Hi. So by the way, in the past few hours, since the last time you guys saw me do a live in my K shopper, these few hours flew. They flew. I'm like, by the time I was like, it was like a few minutes until 7. I'm like, where did the time go? I don't know, but this is why it's really good that I do schedule lives from now on. So that's a new thing I'm doing in 2023. I will have scheduled lives more often, and I'll be experimenting with different times and days and stuff. And so, yeah, so just look forward to that. And if you guys can make those times or not, no worries. But yeah, I'll be experimenting for more scheduled lives in the future. Hi, Joaquin's undercut. Glad you can make it. Wow, so this is really, really cool, really cool. Okay. Oh, Sarah says, oh, you turned Wano's calendar in the back. I did. Yes. So yeah, these two stay the same. But I decided, yeah, because I really like to show the calendar as well. But yeah, that's still one disappointing thing. I wish his photo could have been where the calendar is. But yeah. So yeah, I just changed it a little bit. I just changed that. I changed my clothes and hair, and that's it. I'm still the same. But legit, those last few hours of me before coming here just flew by, and I dealt with so many things in these last few hours. But I'm fine. Everything is fine. And yeah, just anyways, it's just, yeah, if I didn't schedule this, most likely it wouldn't have happened. So I'm just very proud of myself to still be able to stick to my schedule no matter what happens. No matter what happens in my life. And so yeah, so anyways, I'm here all night. So like I said, I hope this doesn't go past 4 hours long. And again, we don't know. All right. And whether this ends up being short, that's okay too. That's okay. So I really don't really know what's gonna happen from our conversations. But yeah, but I am free for the rest of tonight. So, and also there's no MX backpack teasers today. So that's why I decided today was a good day for tea talking. And yeah, and we are not going to talk about anything K-pop related. I mean, it could spill through. It could spill through in our conversations, of course, but that's not the main topic of today's tea talk, as you can see in the title: relationships, dating, and the future, but etc. But it could be other things out of these topics. But I felt like these are like the three main words to talk about for today's tea talking. So yeah, we're gonna get started in a minute or two. Barbara, what are you doing here? I know some of you guys time zones. What are you doing here? But welcome. If you guys just for a short time, long time is all good. But Barbara, I'm very shocked you're here. But welcome, Barbara. Um, Yeah, Sarah, because your memory is so good. Yes, yes. In the previous lives I did today, yeah, I kept his photo there, and so yeah, so I just felt like to turn it to spice things up. Not really spice things up, but I do like to see the calendar side too. But like I said, only can also see one of those photo bits. Okay, it's okay. Um, yeah, hi, hi, hi. Cherry says we will try not to go over 4 hours. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that's my goal. But we'll see. Yeah, yeah. Okay. And then Boris, yeah, yeah, everyone's saying hi, hi, hi. And Sarah says, whenever you hope a live will not go above blank blank hours, it usually does, right? Right. So I hope I didn't jinx myself, but I, as I always say, it's my fault when these lives go super long. Okay. So I'm the one that should be controlling, and I should control what I say so it doesn't lead to anything. So we'll see how this goes. So let me practice, and let's see how this goes. But yeah, the first one out of the gate is a very, very heated topic, but I'm ready. I've been preparing for it, but I'm still not exactly ready if I'm ready to talk about, but I have been preparing for it, if you guys get me. But anyways, yeah, yeah, I will begin very, very soon. Barbara says, thanks. I may not stay the whole time. I assume not, Barbara. I know her time zone. And so, anyways, yeah, yeah. So just stay as long as you want. And also, of course, you can see this on replay later. So yeah. We start now at 7:07 p.m. Beautiful. All the sevens for today. So guys, so I will start off with the first topic, and after this first topic, it's gonna spill through into lots of things. Okay, so yeah, so I will just start it off with the first topic as to why I wanted to do a dedicated live talking about this. So I briefly mentioned it in the past, and I'm like, guys, we need to do a live separate about this. You guys remember those days? Like, I kept saying that we'll save this for another day, a dedicated live. Just wait, guys. Okay, so we always had those days, and so yeah, so it's yeah, so just yeah, this has been stewing in the making, right? And so yeah, and so I do remember why I did want to have this dedicated thing is because personally for me, so this is yeah my own personal story is that I am now international age 32 years old, but in a few months I'm gonna turn 33, and while I'm still in like my prime 30s and like into my mid 30s, and like before I know it I'm gonna reach 40. Like I know it's still far away, but time is fast, as you guys know. All right, I'm in it's just gonna I just know it's gonna be fast. And so as I'm thinking more into my future, and also like how I'm experiencing in my 30s right now, which sadly started in the pandemic, but as things are getting better, I hope that I can do more things in my 30s now. But still it's questionable, right? Because COVID and other diseases out there are still causing a havoc. I mean, you guys know what's going on in China, right? So yeah, China, so things are still a mess. All right, things are still a mess. And so anyways, yeah, so as surely things are kind of getting better. And yeah, and then as I'm reaching out into being 33, so as you guys know, I am very, 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 very single. Like, I don't know what's another word to explain someone of how single they are. I am super, 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 super single. So I can't say everything about my dating history. I'll keep some private, because it's private for a reason. But the most I can tell you guys is that I moved to Korea in 2013. So this year is my 10-year anniversary of moving to Korea. Like I said, time flies. It's been a decade now since I've been in Korea. It's crazy. And so, anyways, yeah, I've been here for a very, very long time. And so while I've been here in Korea for now almost 10 years, I briefly did try dating while, here, of course. So, and it was unique. I have to say at least that much. It was unique, but sadly, I have never been able to make a boyfriend since I've been here in Korea. So that means I've been single for over 10 years, basically. All right. So I've been super single super long time. And so basically that also means most of my 20s, like I didn't really experience what it is like, to really have a boyfriend, and also what really dating someone who you really, really like feels like. I sadly never had that experience. And so because I did go on some dates that were just terrible. Okay. So I've always had bad dating experiences. I don't know why. Okay. I'm just like the worst luck. And like maybe it was just my destiny to be single forever. I don't know. So like at some point while like I was so frustrated with how dating dating life was going for me, I'm like, I don't care anymore. I'm not gonna try. I don't wanna go look for anyone. I just wanna live my own life. I wanna be happy, just me being me. And if the right guy comes at me out of nowhere, then yeah, I'll deal with it then. But then I personally did not want to be active anymore, trying to yeah, go about the dating life and having to socializing to really find a boyfriend. I was just like, it will happen when it happens. Okay. I want to enjoy my 20s and, my career development and stuff. So, like, I started my K shopper in 2017. So I was 27 years old. And so, yeah, I was just basically just wanted to do what makes me happy and not be stressed out of like, I have to, find a boyfriend or something. And so, even though, like, honestly, I wish I could have gotten married before I turned 30, that's usually something ladies relate, right? But if you guys are not like that, no worries. But I think that's like kind of something ladies kind of feel like is that they wish could get married before they're 30. And so I was like, that would have been nice. But like I said, dating scene here in Korea, it was just not working out. And yeah, as I was getting into my late 20s, but at that point, that's when I started my business. And so definitely my career and my business was more important to me and like took over my life basically. So I was like, yeah, anyways, dating life was just non-existent. Okay, so I was basically taking care of my life, yeah, developing my career, and then I successfully started my own business and still going well even till now. I'm very, very thankful for that. And then you guys know my development. Yeah, I am now a legal entertainment business, but it's still up and running, as you guys know. And so yeah, so it's still lots of things that I have to do with it. But I do feel pretty good at how my life has turned out up until now. At the age of 32 and almost into 33, I feel very good with how everything has turned out for me. And so at this time where like I'm not like super like, focused on my work and not super focused on like, some kind of, personal goal of mine that I have now. So I feel like now that finally I have that kind of completed, I guess. So now it's giving me the energy and time to actually think like, I think it's time I should start dating again. But I have this thought now, right? But it's been a long time since I've been in the dating scene. And it's, as I said briefly, I have so many bad experiences dating people. And yeah, so a part of me actually doesn't really want to because it's so stressful. It's so stressful. And meeting people that are just usually not good. I mean, again, I'm really hoping I'll find a good one eventually, but very unfortunate to say, in all my dating experiences, I never found a guy that I really can say was like really good, in all honesty. So it's just so I just really think maybe it's my destiny. I'm gonna be single forever. And I have mentioned this before. If I do end up being single forever, I'd rather have that than marry and divorce someone or be unhappy in a relationship. So I would rather be single forever. But I mean, it would be nice to have that next step in life kind of thing, is that I really do want to feel like how it is to be in a great relationship, and also like if we could eventually get married and if I do want to have kids. That's a whole topic for another time, but just let's start with the beginning first. It's like, can I even get the right guy that I can see myself like growing up with and having a future with? And so I mean, I honestly wonder, why is it so tough for me? I don't know. I don't know. It's really unfortunate. So yeah, I'll share as much as I want to, but for now I think that's enough. And I see you guys have lots of comments. So we I will manage this. I will manage. So let me finish my story first. Okay, so yeah, so that's that, because of me personally, yeah, I just do feel like it's time for me to really go out and be more active, to find the right guy for me. But as I keep mentioning, I am hesitant because finding good guys out there is so difficult, as yeah, as I'm sure you guys can relate with, right? So yeah, and also I do want to mention, how much desire do I have to do this? Because as you could hear in my talking, I'm like wishy-washy about it. I am super wishy-washy about it. I really don't want to do it, but I feel like I should. And but here's another thing why I'm trying to convince myself that I should do this, because I honestly feel like if I reach to the age of 40 and I look back in my 30s, and I feel like I will regret it if I look back at my 30s and like, man, I was in this prime age of my 30s and I didn't try at all to try to find like a prospective guy to be with. And now I'm like 40, I'm a lot older, and like I'm sure my health is gonna get worse and stuff, as you guys know what my current health is right now. And so yeah, in general, as time goes on, is that I could definitely feel like once I'm way, way older, is like for real, I don't want to try dating at that time, and so with time this way, I feel like the 30s is kind of like my last like big effort that I feel I should to go towards dating and trying to find this guy. And then after 40 is like, after 40 is like, I'm too old for this. You know what I'm saying? I'm too old for this. Whatever happens, happens. Like if I do eventually meet the guy that I'm gonna marry once I'm 80, I mean, it's possible. It's possible. But if I do, it just magically happens, then so be it, But at least of me like taking effort into it, and like, really pushing myself to do it instead of, ignoring and just, not caring. So like I feel like, while I'm still in my early 30s, and yeah, as I get older, before I'm 40, I feel like I should do it now. Like this is like the last time that I kind of want to try it out now. And after 40, just leave it be, and I will be happy living alone. I mean, sometimes I think about it's so much easier to live alone and like not be in a relationship, because living with someone, no matter who it is, even if you're super in love with that person, it's still very difficult to live with any person, of course. And so I try not to think of it too much, that like if I do end up being single the rest of my life, is not a bad thing. It's so easy to live alone, of course, but I will live with that regret of like, I should have tried when I was in my 30s to actually find someone, and and like can live into my 40s like not having that regret. You guys get me? Yeah. So anyways, yeah. So yeah. So that's why now finally, and also it's a new year. So I was thinking as well, it's a new year, 2023, gonna turn 33 years old. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. And also, kind of good timing. Wano and Monster X guys, they're gonna go to military soon. So technically I will have less work to do. And so if that, flows well, that, I will have more time and energy to actually focus on finding the right guy for me. And so this is already a lot to talk about. I see the comments like yeah, so here's how we're gonna go about this. Okay, I already was talking for like 15 minutes. Okay, okay, this is how we're gonna go about this. Okay, the comments, I should read it in my head. Okay, that's definitely is gonna go faster if I just read it in my head. And also, because my allergies, it's best that I should read in my head anyway. And so I'm gonna read everyone's comments in my head. And so I'll try and paraphrase. Maybe I'll try to paraphrase what you guys are saying, and then I'll answer it if needed. And so that's the best I can do for now. So guys, do try and like read each other's comments. Would be fine. And except I do know Cherry and Gianzonarka can't read each other, but I'll do my best to paraphrase, and I'll do my best, because hopefully this won't be 4 hours long. Okay, so let's see what you guys have to say. Cherry, Cherry. She said this is one of the most anticipated lies. Oh my gosh, most anticipated. No. I'm gonna have more lies later that I hope you guys will still be excited for. But I do understand what you mean, because this is definitely the longest time waiting. That's for sure. And so, yeah. Glad we're finally doing it. Yeah, and like it is kind of weird for me to finally talk about, especially this personal concern of mine. And so yeah, but if you guys relate with me, or if you guys have advice for me, but then also like if we change to the other topics related to relationship, dating, and whatnot, yeah, I'll do my best to go with the flow. And yeah. So anyways, wish me luck, guys. Okay. Kian Zanarka says, my question, good question. Okay, still kind of off topic. She says, do we even remember all the things I said or talk about in another life? So some of you guys have crazy memories, all right? Some of you guys do. Like Sarah, even remembering that one was shown here, and then now she sees, oh, one was not there anymore. So yeah, you guys have really crazy memory. And so yeah, so I still mentioned it just in case, because some of you guys do have crazy memories, and that's really good. All right, that's really good, but sometimes scary. But it's very interesting. Yeah, Cherry, you speak like a 30-year-old when you're not 30 yet. And yeah, Cherry is so right. She says you never feel the time passing as we go through life. Yeah. Yeah. Sylvia, welcome. She says, I'm just dropping by. Okay. Just listening, but yeah, but anytime that you could comment, all good. But Sylvia, good to know that you're here. Sarah says, yeah, I know, Sarah. She says at some point, Sarah mentioned that I need to write everything down because there were so many talks. Got that right. Got it right. I think I might have forgotten some, but yeah, but anytime like in the future tea talks, if if there's a missing topic, yeah, let me know and we could have that for future tea talks, of course. Yeah. um um mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't write it down, but I for some reason remember it. But again, maybe I forgot some things. But anyways, we'll see in the future tea talks later if I really do remember everything. Yeah, Cherry gets me, and I think most ladies probably do. Is that Cherry as well? She wants to get married before she turns 30. Yeah, I think that's the ideal age, isn't it? Isn't that ideal? And then on average, humans like live until like 70, 80, 90, like around that range, or like 80 or even 90 is like the best to live that long. And so yeah, so like if you get married before 30 and then the rest of those years you're with someone and like going through life together and whatnot, yeah, I think that makes, and also because us ladies, we go through menopause in like 40, 50, and so like it kind of makes sense in that sense. That's why we prefer to get married at around that time. So like yeah, if you plan to have a family, that's a time frame to keep in mind. But by the way, I still don't know if I want kids. I think I need to wait until I meet the right guy and then I'll talk to him about it. But for now, I think that's like too far into the future that I can't really think about right now. I need to find the guy first, and then I can think about whether I do want to have kids with him or not. And so yeah, so that's short, long story short, how I feel about kids as of right now. Cherry. Okay, is Cherry kind of like me? So I'll go ahead and say her story. So Cherry says her dating life has been non-existent for most of her life. She is shy and had too many insecurities, so no dating except one sort of relationship and one non-relationship. It wasn't much relationship. But now, Cherry, I thought that you always had planned that you will always be in arranged marriage, but was that not the plan? So I am very curious, what is Cherry's story? And so I'll wait and hear all the stories. I mean, Sylvia, that's nothing. That's like okay. I knew if maybe like K-pop would sneak into here, and yeah. So Sylvia's the first one to sneak in K-pop here. So Sylvia here says, while people around her is going to that chapter of their life recently, she is here liking 7 boys that don't know she exists. No. Okay, I always don't want to. What's the word I want to say about this? I don't think that means anything like that you're less or more. I don't think of that as anything. We like these K-pop singers, and whether because of them that we can't get married or find guys, that's our fault. I mean again, I'm trying to say this in a better way. Okay, so okay, wait, and let me rephrase it, but it is our fault, but I'm trying to say it in a better way. So like it's like we can't control who we like, that's for sure. So we like certain guys, and like even if they don't know we exist, but as long as you're happy, that's all that matters. So I don't mean that is it's your fault in a bad way, but it's just like you don't control how you feel, you know what I mean? And if you're happy like this and you don't have any desire or want to like go to that next chapter of life, what's the big deal? That is no problem whatsoever. Okay, so I totally don't see that as a bad thing at all. And also loving these 7 guys, like I personally think it's one of the best things that ever happened to me. Okay, and so like I never think about it as like they're ruining my life or anything, except just my personal thing right now is that not related to my K-pop fangirl life, is that my personal life, I would like to meet the guy that hopefully I can marry and spend the rest of my life with. But like I said, if I'm not meant to be with someone for the rest of my life, I will live the best single life that I could ever, have for myself. But let's be real. I want, but no, I can't say for sure. Of course not, because I haven't experienced it. Like, I want to believe I'll be more happy living a life with someone rather than alone. I want to believe that, right? Because like alone, unless you love solitude like I am, but I'm sure even I am says he wants to get married one day, of course. But unless you really, really don't want to ever get married and you love being alone, then that's great, but that is definitely not my personality, and so yeah, if I have to, I will. But yeah, I want to believe I'll be most happy if I could find a guy that I could spend the rest of my life with. But yeah, but it still disappoints me that up until now, it still hasn't been good for me, and but the thing is, I don't regret what I did in my 20s, not at all, because I did try dating a little bit in my 20s. Of course, I did, and also it was before the pandemic, so was going out and doing whatever. But then at the end of my 20s, it was like all dedicated to my business. And like, I'm still so thankful that I'm doing my job and business and career that I actually really like doing. And so I couldn't be happier with how my career life is going. And so yeah, so I always feel like it's best that I need to take care of who I am personally first before I can go out to date and get married and share a life with someone. And so I do feel like what I went through in my 20s, it was all meant to be, and would have been great if I met my boyfriend in my 20s, but it didn't happen. It's okay. And so now finally this pandemic is kind of easing, but not perfect yet, as you guys know. We're still not perfect yet, and the world issues out there and stuff, it's really, really frustrating, but at least I feel like now in 2023 I think I could feel a bit better to go out and try it out more, but for now it's still just in my head for now, given it's only January 7th, right? And also MX comeback is 2 days from now. Okay, so that all my effort and stuff is all going to be into MX comeback, and then after that, then I think I will finally have time to really get into that part that I want, and then we can have future tea talks at that time of like the progress that I'm doing and stuff, so yeah, so this is definitely not the last time we talk about this topic for sure, but it's just finally the start of it, and more to come later, right? And so anyways, yeah, Sylvia, I hope you don't think poorly about that, okay? So like, I hope that most importantly you're happy, and if you're not happy with that, then like me, like being active to try to change it, and to get what you want to get. And so anyway, Sylvia, again, no judgment. You do what makes you happy is most important. And Sylvia also says she's slowly giving up on this. It's up to you. If really you're like, I'm good, I'm done, and you're happy, that's all that matters. Okay. So yeah, so to each their own. But yeah, if this is what Sylvia's happy with, then I'm happy for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Maybe this will be over 4 hours long. Okay. Let me. I'm just trying to think how I can. Okay. Anyways. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh. Uh. Gosh, Barbara is something else. You guys, I don't know what to say about you guys. So what the heck is going on? So when I was reading Barbara's comment, at first she says like, wow, yeah, I understand taking care of your professional life. And I was like, yeah. And I was like expecting like Barbara to say like, like all that stuff, right? But then she says after this, she says, but the guys are missing out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And then she says, besides being intelligent, you're so pretty. Oh my gosh. Guys, no compliments from now on, okay? So if you already wrote it already, it's okay, but no more, okay? So anyways, all my life, guys, all my life, honestly, I've heard that even when I was in my teenage years, when old ladies and men, like uncle and aunt ages, they would say like, oh, do you have a boyfriend? I'm like, no, I don't. And they're like, what, you're so pretty, why don't you have a boyfriend? I'm like, I don't know. And so anyway, so it started ever since I was a teenager, and then into my 20s, and then now into my 30s, and yeah, so it's like I hear it all, but it's not bad. Barbara, you're so sweet. Okay, you're so sweet. But this might be why, like, I don't take compliments well. I'm just like, yeah, it's like ever since my teenagers, it's like, it's like people still always, it's like I totally understand that. I totally understand. Thank you for telling me that I'm a good catch. It's a high compliment. Okay, so yeah, it's a high compliment. Yeah, to ignore that I'm like fed up with it, ignore that. Okay, it's a super super high compliment that you're saying that I'm a good catch, and lots of people out there also saying that I'm a good catch, and like, why don't you have a boyfriend? That is a very 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 high compliment. Okay, and so in my opinion, I think I'm also at fault with it, as you know, I'm very like, what's the word, I'm very no, I'm not putting myself down. I hope that it's not being interpreted like that, but I know I'm partially at fault because I have super high standards. Have I ever told you guys? I think you guys like can already tell about me, right? I have really 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 high standards. And so um so when I'm meeting with a guy, or like I see a guy that I'm kind of interested in, but it's like, I never really found someone that I was like super super interested in. I just like, I know in my brain I have such high standards, and like I just, lower them a little bit because my high standards are so unrealistic. So, yeah, I lowered a bit, and like this guy is average, and I'm like, let's try it out. Okay, let's try it out. But then I learned from my mistake. They end up being the worst people. Okay. And so I'm like, okay, I will never lower my standards, even though, yeah, I never lower my standards. But as we can see, I'm almost 33 and still single. And so um it's just very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. I haven't really met a guy who really, I feel, reached that standard for me. And yeah, so that's why I honestly wonder, maybe the guy that's for me, he doesn't even exist. Maybe he doesn't, and it's okay. And so yeah, so you guys will can know there's no way I'm settling. Okay, it's not gonna happen. Okay, I'm not gonna settle. And the guy that I do end up marrying, like, you guys will know, like, he fulfills like a really high standard. And so I hope that whenever I can introduce you guys to whoever I marry, that you guys can see, like, wow, it's like, this is a guy that she's been looking for, but this guy might be unrealistic, and it's okay. It's okay, so yeah, so that's why going into it, that I do want to try harder to to date and find the right guy for me. But I can't help but feel like it could be wasted effort. But I'm doing it because I really don't want to regret it later, so that's why at least I can look back at this time and say, like, I don't regret that I at least tried. And yeah, and then we'll see if anything happens or not. So anyways, Barbara, sorry that I kind of made it like turn serious. Sorry. So like, yeah, okay, anyways, yeah, so like I said, pretty sure it's my fault, but yeah, I as yeah, anyways, what can we do? Yeah, what can we do? That I will not lower my standards, and I'll stay hopeful that this kind of guy does exist out there for me. um Melina, welcome. And so Melina agrees with Sylvia about that. And again, as long as you guys are happy. So yeah, Sylvia, look at you. You're not alone. Okay, you're not alone. And all I can say, as long as you guys are happy, that's all that matters. Okay. So I hope what I said, wasn't taken the wrong way. Again, please ask me for clarification if I said something that wasn't clear. Okay. But yeah, but most importantly, if you guys are happy and no interest to find, dating or like, yeah, marriage, don't worry about it. Yeah. So to each their own. Yeah. Yeah. So Gion's on our cut. I was wondering when someone will mention this. Yeah. So Gion's on our cut mentions that might be a good idea for me to try out an online dating site, but sorry, an online dating site, but a reputable one. Yeah. And then I can slowly ease myself into meeting guys that way. So personally for me, I haven't tried online dating yet, but I honestly still don't know if I really do want to try it. So I only know from my friends' experiences how they were with online dating, and so far they don't speak highly of it, and I totally understand. And except I have heard from like stories that are, not from my friend circle, but just, outside stories of people who meet the person that they want to marry through online dating. So of course it's like a hit or miss thing, right? Of course. Um so I'm not sure why I'm hesitant about it. but I mean, for now, since because we're still pretty much like very online centered, especially with COVID and other stuff going around, that online dating seems the easiest thing to do right now to try to meet new people and see if if I could find the guy that I want to be with. Um, mm, I think what again, it's my fault, definitely my fault. So like the thing that's blocking me from wanting to try that is that I'm already judging this person for being on an online dating site, even though I'm one too. All right, like this is why I'm doing it. So I'm being a hypocrite, but for some reason I have judgment of like a person that I'm meeting for the first time and it's through this online dating site. It's I don't know, it already gives me like a bad feeling already. Isn't that so bad? Yeah, this is why I am so bad with this high standard I have, And so if this guy who I'm really gonna maybe marry one day, but do but then yeah, but maybe I have to take out this stigma about online dating. Maybe since back in the day, like online dating was kind of like, not really a thing, but then now because of after COVID, I guess it seems more normal. But um Hmm. Yeah, for now, I'm not super open to it yet, and again, it's my fault. It's my fault. But yeah, like I feel like that should be like the last resort, kind of feeling. I That's gonna be the last resort, but then as a last resort, I don't feel good using it as a last resort as well. You guys feel me? Yeah, yeah. Um, but another thing I just thought of, just even though I've never tried it before, but I just thought of this just now is like, what if, I see this guy's online dating profile, all seems good, and like photos look fine. Then we're talking with each other, and all seems really good. And it's like, yeah, can't wait to meet you. And then we meet each other, and he ends up being totally different. He ends up being just nothing like how it was, his profile and how we talk with each other, just in person. He ends up being totally different. And so if that happens, like already from the get go, I'm like, I can't keep going with this anymore. Like I can't get over that, like, this perception and like, this expectation, right? The expectations. You guys know how I am with expectations. It's like everything that was prepared that I'm expecting of you from everything that we went through, and then in person is totally different, totally opposite. I would be really like hurts in a way, but I can't really be angry at that either, right? It's just that's sadly one of the cruel things about online dating is that yeah, it could end up that way. So yes, so that is definitely something that is really I'm really not going to be happy about. So yeah, yeah. Yeah. So for now, yeah, I really want to put that as the last resort and not as the first thing I try. That's for sure. Uh, yeah, but again, I see my hope to be more active in dating kind of like diminishing, right, guys? Like I totally understand. This is why I knew this topic would be really, really difficult, at least for me. But anyways, but I still want to hear what you guys have to say. You personally have experience, but if only if you're okay to share it here. And yeah, yeah. Let's keep going. I feel you, Molina. I think about that too. So she said, um, don't reach your relationship goal by your 40s. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And she says don't put a limit on yourself just yet. I totally understand. I totally understand. So I say that only because I because so I say that only because I don't want to live my 30s this way. That's why I relate to that, is that if I'm 40 and I look back in my 30s and I didn't do this that I'm saying right now, I will regret it. And so because I feel pretty sure I would be that way if I reach turning 40 and not have tried. Yeah, I don't want to have that regret. And so because yeah, I feel that. And so that's why in my 30s, I just want to be as active as possible. And then after 40, I could still date. Of course I could, but definitely I don't want to be active about it. That's for sure. And so that's the main thing I mean in my 30s right now, to be as proactive as I could to some extent, right? But I just won't be closed off anymore. So that's the biggest thing, not being closed off and just trying to see what is out there now, and hoping for the best, right? But yeah, but I've always had bad experiences, so I should expect that, of course. And so yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's all I mean by that. But of course, after 40, I could still date, like, if it happens, right? If it happens, it happens, But yeah, but I feel like once I hit my 40s, like, I just don't want to think about it anymore, and at least I won't have the regret looking back into my 30s. And so I just want to live my 40s very comfortably, very comfortably, and just moving forward from that. And whatever happens, happens. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. So if I end up finding the right guy in way older, great, great. Ideally, wish could have met earlier, right? And that's why I want to be active in my 30s to see if I could find that guy. But yeah, of course, like, if I end up meeting the guy way older, great, great. Okay, great. But but yeah, but I'm just saying, for right now, I should be proactive about it. Yeah, so that I don't look back on this with regret. So that's the main thing of why I have this this mindset. You guys feel me? So yeah, so I'm not saying, like, I'm gonna, like, stop dating forever, like, after 40. Of course not. And so I'm just saying, like, for right now, this is how I feel and what I want to pursue right now in my 30s. And then yeah, so once I hit 40, I'm gonna be happy of how I spent my 30s. You guys get me? Yeah, yeah. So I'm just thinking right now only in this decade. And then I'll go with new goals once I hit the 40s decades and 50s. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, so I just feel like this is a big thing that I should do for now in my 30s. Yeah. Um, um, yeah, 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 yeah. I think that is a big plus about arranged marriage, as Cherry says here, that you meet men with the goal of marrying them, and they are not unsure about that goal. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I think that's really an upside about arranged marriage. That's for sure. So in like more casual, not casual, but I guess for just for me, like, there's no such thing as an arranged marriage, like, in Korea, unless you are from a very, very conservative family. But the thing is, in Korea, they have what is called, like, blind dating. And so blind dating is like, you get set up with a guy or girl, and then it's through, like, mutual friends, and just hope for the best. Except, in some sense, that's kind of like arranged marriages, that you guys, like, yeah, are meeting each other through, like, mutual buddies, and with the interest of, like, hoping to start a relationship. You know what I'm saying? But we don't know about marriage. You have to talk about the person about marriage. But yeah, but that's the closest relation that I can have to arranged marriage that I could have in my life. And so yeah, the thing is, I have been set up on dates before. I have, and they were all terrible. So, but yeah, of course it was only a few, but just after a few terrible ones, I'm like, I really don't want to keep going with this. And so I'm not sure what is my tolerance level for it. I guess is, like, after how many failed dating stuff, like, can I really, like, want to keep going and, like, not feel frustrated and not be tired, or be like, wow, like, love doesn't exist for me. I don't know, right? So I do worry, like, what if it's gonna really really down, really put me down, right? But yeah, 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 just for now, since it's been a pretty long time since I've been on a date with someone, and I'm a new person, like, I'm definitely different how I am now at 32 compared to my last date, which was probably somewhere in my mid 20s. I can't remember. It was definitely in my mid 20s. It was the last time I was on a date. Yeah, so yeah, so I'm a different person now. I'm more mature. Maybe, yeah. If I'm meeting someone around the same age as me as well, like, he also will be in somewhat more mature than how we were in our mid 20s, right? So maybe it could be better, maybe. So yeah, so that's one plus side of being older now. Hopefully it would feel better to I don't know. Just my guess for now, but hoping for the best. Yeah. Yeah, right. Cherry, just agreeing with your comment again. Got that right. Dating is about the journey, not the destination, said by Melina. Right. Yeah. So of course, yeah, it can happen later when I'm older. Of course, that's nothing. Okay, yeah. So not thinking about what's gonna happen after I'm 40. All right, guys. So I totally understand what you're saying, but yeah, that's a different topic for another time. Yeah. So I'm just saying now in my 30s before I'm 40, what do I want to accomplish now in my 30s while I'm still at this like age of being 30, because once I'm 40, 50, 60, is not going to feel the same or mentally as well when I'm in my 30s, and so for now this is just something I feel I should be doing. Yeah, just being in my early 30s and moving on from there. Yeah. um mhm, mhm, mhm. Barbara says she's been married once, okay, and it didn't work out. I'm really sorry to hear that. And Barbara's older than me. I do assume that you were older than me. Yeah. And she doesn't say never again though. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that, because very unfortunate when marriages don't work out, right? Because you go into marriage thinking this is it, but then yeah, but I hear stories about that all the time, sadly, which makes me sad. And so anyways, but as long as you're happier not being in that relationship, it's all good. The past is in the past. And yeah, I would say the same thing. Like, you don't ever think, you won't find a better guy out there even at your age, and like you want to get married again even older. That's great. So yeah, in the future, and like in when we're over, yeah, when we're into those next decades of ages, I'll totally have a different outlook on how I want to like go about like dating and stuff, for sure. And so I just want to clarify again, I'm only speaking right now in my 30s. Okay, so what I plan to do in the future, like, it's not like I'm gonna never date again. Of course not. And so I'm just saying for right now, because yeah, before I turn 40, I just wanna do this right now in my 30s. So like I say that because that's like a motivation that like helped me to realize why I want to do this in my 30s, is because I don't want to regret anything when I am older looking back into my 30s. Yeah. Um Totally right. So I know this about Guillaume Center because she is married. She has told us she's married, and she and her husband never wanted kids, and she still does not want kids. It's cool. It's cool. So many people out there as well have no desire for kids. So that is totally existing, right? But then I think most people do want kids because, we need to reproduce. I think that's like a common thing in all mammals in some sense. Wait, in all animals. That's what I mean. In all animals. But anyways, yeah. But we as human beings, like, the whether we really want to have kids or not, like, our our environment affects us, our outlook in the world and life affects us, and like, it's a big responsibility to like take care of kids, and the money involved, blah blah blah. So many things to think about, right? But I personally do not want to think about that right now, because I don't even have a guy in my life. So if there's no guy, then of course no kids can happen. I mean, I could adopt kids as a single mom, I could do that, but personally for me, I do not want to raise a child on my own. So I really don't have any kind of thing like that where like I have to, like, yeah, that I really want kids even as a single. So because some people out there, they actually really want kids even if they're a single mom. They really want it, and that's great. That's great. So yeah, I'm just letting you guys know I'm not that at all. And so for now, I still have no big opinion on whether I really want kids or not. But for now, I feel like after, if I do end up getting married, then that's when I would think more about the future of like, yeah, should we have kids? And like is that, yeah. And so I just want to think about that once it's actually like realistically, yeah, a possibility. You guys get me? Yeah. So that's why for now, not on my not spending energy on it until that comes into my life. But I'm open to either one though. I'm not like fully against no kids, fully against having kids. I'm open to it. Yeah, but I don't want to think about that until do I even have um a husband, yeah, to have kids with. Yeah. um mhm, 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 mhm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Melina also talking about kids. Yeah. So yeah, I'm again, like, kids is not a big thing for me as to why I want to start dating in my 30s. But it's just I just mentioned that as like, usually people want to get married in 20s or 30s because of having kids, biologically. So biologically having kids, we have like a time limit. But of course, even so, we can adopt. There's surrogates, blah blah blah. Yeah, yeah. Of course. It's like technology these days. Nothing. So many choices are out there for sure, for sure. But then, yeah, but then biologically, still, that's like, yeah, that's still something. But anyways, yeah, yeah. So if by chance I do have kids after 40, I'm not against this, but I do want to believe it's going to be kind of tough on me because of age and my health. Who knows how my health will be once I'm in my 40s. And so yeah, so anyways, for now, while I'm still at this age, to take advantage of, like, I still feel healthy, young, and just want to, yeah, just want to live through this time in my life while I am in the state before, age, comes after me, and to go about these things that I want to do. And the number one for now, because professionally, I'm very content with how I am professionally, but of course there's still more things I need to do with the entertainment company. But for now, since professionally I still feel it's not like the biggest concern in my current life right now. And so that's why, I feel like is why I'm now thinking I should probably start thinking about finding a guy to marry, yeah, so yeah, yeah. um Joey, welcome. Joey has joined now. I Okay, okay. And then yeah, yeah, yeah. So anyways, yeah, yeah, Joey, welcome, welcome. Happy weekend. Yes, yes. um Finally happening. Yes, yes, this tea talk is finally here. Yeah. um Yeah, Barbara. Yeah, yeah. So Barbara says her family likes to tease her about MX, but supporting them makes you happy. That's always number one. Okay, no, don't ever listen to people if they think like, oh, you have a weird hobby. Why do you like these K-pop guys? Everyone has their own thing. Okay, like, what do we say about the people who like just Western singers? They're normal, and liking K-pop singers is not normal. It's exactly the same, just different countries. So never think much about people's opinions. And also, like, some people have weirder hobbies than this. Like, some people, they like to collect you know whatever random things out there. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so anyways, most importantly, don't think about what people say, or about whatever you do. As long as what you're doing makes you happy is always the number one thing to have in mind. So if by chance something happened, and like what you're doing doesn't make you happy anymore, then of course that's the time to reevaluate, like, what exactly can help you to make that change to be happy again. So anyways, yeah, it's always, that's a topic for another time. Okay, okay. But yeah, but I point blank and simple, happiness, your own soul happiness is always most important. Yeah. um Interesting. So Cherry is mentioning this relationship that the guy left to study in a different country, so it fizzled out. Yeah, yeah, and it was a childish relationship. Good to know. And that she loved him in a way that you love someone when you're getting the idea of love. And so in a way, a child feels wonder about the world. So she's comparing that to like how she felt that she was in love with this guy. I see. And also, if you were in your 20s, it's kind of typical, I think. Right, yeah, yeah. So it was brief and beautiful, but she knows now we would have never lasted. Yeah, we were too different, but great experience, right? That's why, even when terrible, not terrible, but I mean when things don't work out, but still was a good lesson in it, and like it helps you to understand more what exactly you do want, right? So yeah, so I appreciate sharing the story, and that it made you see that. That's great. And so thinking back about my stories, like I have so many terrible stories, but I think that's shaped me as well to why I feel this way about dating, and why I have such a high standard. So yeah, anyways, we always hope, yeah, it helps makes us better. Don't worry. So I don't know how much Joey has missed, because I'm not because so right now in this chat it doesn't tell me the timestamp, so I have no idea like when you guys write these comments. But yeah, but just join in anytime is fine. We might be here for 3 to 4 hours. All right, so yeah, so let's keep going. Yeah, enjoy your dinner. If you guys are like munching or stuff, yeah, it's tea talk, so feel free to. I was tempted to like have something to eat, but I know I can't talk and eat at the same time. And so yeah, but anyways, you guys, eat and drinking while listening, that will be really nice. Angela is here, welcome. Angela relates with me when it comes to high standards. I want to believe, but guys, yeah, it's not bad to have high standards. I don't think so. Okay, because I feel like some of the relationships out there, they're together because maybe they both have low standards, and that's okay as long as you guys love each other, right? And you guys like each other. But sometimes I feel like some relationships do die out faster or longer, sorry, so just die out eventually because they like see all these flaws in this person and like they can't handle it anymore. But like if you have this really high standard, like everything that you like about this person is there, and it's like you already know it's gonna be fine, like whatever flaws like you can already like accept or something, anyways, you guys get me. So I don't want to believe it is a bad thing, but it does go against me, yeah, because I've been single for so long because of these high standards. But as I keep saying, I'd rather be single than be in a relationship with a guy I don't really like. So yeah, it sucks, but like I said, you know I still would rather be this way than to lower my standards, that's for sure. um Kiana's undercut, thank you for saying that. She says there's nothing you can do if you have such high standards. Thank you for saying that. And she also says if you just settle, it's not going to go well for you in the long run. That's exactly what I was thinking. Thank you for agreeing with me on that point. Yeah. So yeah, the hope is small for me, right? It's okay. I feel it too. I felt this way all my life. And yeah, of course I'm never gonna settle. I can't. I legit can't. Like I know, like yeah, like the thing is with like each relationship that I did have in the past is that I cut it off as quickly as I could, knowing that there was like no chance. Like it was like, I was gonna be so unhappy if we continue this. And so I would usually be the one to like, be like, we got it, we can't do this, except I've had times though as well when the guy was such a coward to me. So those are personal stories, but not only was I the one to like break things off, but I also had it done to me the other way. But the other way, the guy was such a coward. I was like did, did they really just do this to me? And so anyways, yeah, I can't share those stories. Those are very just I've met some really really bad people, guys. Okay, it's just really really terrible. Like I give these guys a chance, and yeah. But anyways, of course I am not talking with these guys anymore, and thankfully we are like was where I don't know where they are. Like some I've met in Korea, some I met in USA, but I surely want to believe I will never ever cross paths with these terrible people again. So so yeah, so that's a little bit of what, as much as I can say, of like how my experience has been with guys has been really really bad. So that's as much as I can share for now. Cherry says her second non-relationship was with someone she knew for a while. It was dad's friend's nephew, older than Cherry. Okay, harmlessly flirted and then connected. Share very personal things with me. Talked a lot. Years later, he kissed you. Okay, and then escalated, and that is not the bad part. Okay. The worst part of it all was he was dating someone. He said he was in love with her, but Cherry doesn't believe that now. He cheated on Cherry. Okay, and Cherry says I couldn't say no because before she realized it, she was in love with him. Okay, and and it was hard for Cherry to say no. And if she's being honest, be as honest as you want, but it destroyed her. I can believe it. I can believe it. And she hit rock bottom. And after a while, realized because Cherry knew from the start that it would never end up together. And at that time, Cherry's parents and Cherry were thinking of moving closer to her grandparents. And so she forced her parents to sell the house as soon as possible and moved. Okay, not a bad thing. Okay, not a bad thing. Okay. And she cut off all contacts with him and then has stayed single. And she needed to work on herself. Yeah. And it changed her a lot. And she is not the same girl she was then. And yeah, yeah, wow. Wow. Oh, well, let me continue Cherry's story. So she also says, the worst part was that I was the other woman and I couldn't get myself out of the situation. Right. Sorry. I just realized that. So he was with a girlfriend before meeting Cherry, and Cherry assumed, like, we're a new relationship. It turned out Cherry was the other woman. So this guy was cheating on his other girlfriend with, oh no, okay, that's even worse. Okay. Regardless, this guy is a cheater regardless. Okay, so Cherry, don't ever think poorly about that. It's this guy. That's that's the wow, this guy. Okay, so um yeah. Okay, and then also Cherry says, I don't mind telling you all this because despite everything, it made me who I am. She's sorry and ashamed about it. No, you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. And then she says, she can't change it. All I could do was move on and work on yourself. That is right. That is right. But that is I never had something like that happen to me. I could say that for now, but what happened to me does not equal at all to this level, not at all. But I can sympathize with you because if I was in your situation, it would make me not want to ever date again. In all honesty, so like I feel like I would be like more emotional than you, Cherry. I would feel like I can never trust someone again because that is wow. You like I hope that never happens to me. I hope that never happens to anyone. Especially can't believe this happened to Cherry. Okay, so this is there's lots of bad things that could happen in a relationship, but this is definitely pretty high up there that you were the other woman, and again, this guy was like lying behind both you girls back and like just being like gosh, I hope karma like bites him in the butt. I hope that he's like suffering something. Okay, so anyways, feeling sorry and ashamed, I think you shouldn't be, but I also understand, like, you can't help it if you do feel that way. I do understand that as well, but always keep this in mind. It wasn't your fault. You went into this relationship thinking it was completely normal, so how is any of this your fault? So all this is on this guy for being one of the worst people on this planet. um but as I always say, when bad things happen to us, it will always make us better in some way. And so, as Cherry just mentioned, that this helped her, to grow and be better. And we meet her here. Who knows? Who knows? Like, I always wonder, the butterfly effect. What if this never happened to Cherry? She wouldn't have become a One O Monster X fan, and then we would have never met her. I don't know. I don't know. So, like, we can't really say what exactly would have happened. Like, what if this guy wasn't a cheating sleazeball? Like, maybe we would have never met Cherry. So like I always think of, like, the butterfly effect, what could have happened. But anyways, the present is the present. Things have happened, and I always believe that things always happen for a reason. And so even when terrible things like this happen, it's it happens for a reason, and it will always develop into something even better. I always want to believe that as well. You guys get me? And so anyways, Cherry, you're so brave to want to share this, especially in this really deep tea talk. I didn't think it would really go this deep, in all honesty. And so wow, this is like really well. Anyways, yeah, it's okay. We can be here all night. It's okay. Um so yeah, so as I just mentioned before, like, if this happened to me, I would never want to date again. That's like how sensitive I am to, like, people betraying me, or like, if anyone ever cheats on me. So by the way, I've never had someone cheat on me before. I'm very fortunate. I never had that experience. But like I said before, I usually would cut the relationship before it gets any like longer, or like, if I truly see like it's not going to go anywhere, I really like cut it as soon as possible. So I think that kind of strategy I had protected me from anyone even able to cheat on me. You guys get me? So I'm kind of glad that I had that mindset. And so anyways, but still, Cherry fell in love with this guy, right? And you know so this guy ended up, anyways, so that's a topic for another time. Is like trusting someone when you go into a relationship, and trusting them, and hoping nothing bad happens. But that's always something to you know as I always keep saying, we can't ever do anything really 100%, right? So even trusting someone, I cannot give someone my trust 100%, not even my own personal family members. And honestly, like I trust them a lot, but not 100% because anything can happen. Anything can happen. So even when you're like dating someone, like, and then eventually get married, like you want to trust them as much as possible, but sadly humans are so flawed. There is no perfect human, of course not, and so we try to do our best to be really good and morally right, and do our best to be good people, but it's so much easier to be bad people. Sorry, I'm slurring. It's so much easier for people to do bad things than good things. Do you guys get me? It is, sadly. If it was so easy doing good things, then the world would be so much better right now. You guys get me? So every time when I see the world is like always like this, and like why bad things keep happening, it just makes me think it's because it's so much easier to do bad things than good things. And that's really unfortunate that people don't want to put in more effort to do good things, but would rather do bad things because it's easier and it's more fun, and like, I don't know, they get more thrill from it, whatever, and so but I always still believe good will always win over bad. Got that right? Of course it will. Even though it's more difficult, I still always believe in good always, overtaking bad, but still bad will always exist in this world, especially us as flawed humans. So that's the thing. Going into relationships, that's also why sometimes I'm like, I don't really want to be in a relationship. I know I'm gonna go through a lot of hurt and a lot of anxiety maybe, and lots of like, things I'm gonna grow and like and have to experience, when I'm with this guy for the rest of my life, and like what things we're gonna go through. And so like I can see that happening, but I still think I want to go through that more than continue this life that I've been living for like the past almost all my life of like being single. And again, this is like the easy way out. I always feel that way. It's like an easy way out to like be single for the rest of my life and be happy just being by myself. No chain and ball with me, and I don't need to like please someone. I don't need to worry about someone. It's just only me. That is like so easy and simple, right? But I know my personality. I'm not really an introvert, as you guys know. Like I like being alone sometimes, but I'm still um at heart an extrovert. And so I still want to believe that you know I will prefer being with someone, even with all the challenges that will come with it. I would prefer to live the rest of my life with someone rather than alone. But I'll deal with whatever comes my way, though. Of course, I'm always accepting. If I do end up being alone for the rest of my life, I will make sure I'm the happiest doing it. I'll make sure about that. And go back. So how can I transition out of this? Um I'm so just want to say to Cherry, and anything else you have follow up about this, I'm just really happy that you got through it okay. Like I said, personally for me, I don't know how I could have gone through it, but I'm so glad you got through it okay. And now you're more happy, more like grown up, and more like, I really want to believe you really grew into a much better person, right? And I think that's the best thing we can ask from this terrible situation, is that you wouldn't be the Cherry that you are now. And that's really great to see. And couldn't be happier that I met you here, because we love One on Monster X. And so, you know, things happen for a reason. So I'm just really thankful for everything so far up until now of what's happened in our lives. And like, what if I never made this YouTube channel? Like, guys, I never thought I was gonna make a YouTube channel, but like, it's that's a story for another time. And so anyways, but I'm always like so thankful that I finally took the courage to finally make a YouTube channel. And yeah, and like if I never did this, I would have never met you guys. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just really glad that lots of things happen. That was good. Okay, let's go. I think so far we're doing okay. Okay, but I'm gonna still check on myself to make sure that we can still end at good timing. Um yes, yes, yes. Melina giving good advice as well. It's Melina, really Thank you for everything. So she says you should always date people who are good and treat you well. That's of course really important. But like if you lower your standards on the less important stuff and better yourself, you'll find better odds of success. I do see what you mean on that as well. I do see what you mean on that. That's good advice. It is good advice. Um um Hmm. So I'm trying to think, what standards do I have that I could lower that is less important? I'm trying to think about that. Um, I mean, this high standards that I have in me, it's all this person's personality and character, you know? And like these things in your personality and character, I feel like is really, really important. Like I can't imagine taking out any of these things, you know? So I'm yeah, so I'm trying to think. Mm, yeah. Yeah, so anyway, so yeah, so I don't have like weird high standards of like he has to I don't know, like in all honesty, it's just gonna be weird if he's shorter than me. Okay. But I mean, if maybe my ideal guy is shorter than me, I'll deal with it. Okay, I'll deal with it. So like, maybe something like that that's really not important. Yeah, if he's shorter than me, I'll deal with it. But by the way, I'm 161, 5'3" and a half. If he is shorter than me, it's really, really unfortunate. But I want to believe though is that you know in some sense is that like if the personality and character is all there, but like every time when I see you and like you're shorter than me or like I don't find you attractive, I do think that's something that's really hard for me to look past, because we see each other all the time, and like if I don't find you attractive, but like you have everything inside that I like, but if I physically can't find you attractive, it is going to be hard on me to like have to deal with that every single day. You guys get me? So yeah, I don't want to say I'm shallow, but I think it's important that at least that you're attracted to the person, um so what I find attractive might be high standards, I guess, but I mean, shorter than me is really, really tough to see past. You guys get me? And so, especially when I'm not even that tall. Okay, so like if I was tall, then I think that would be something I can look past, because what can I do that I'm such a tall lady, right? But I'm not a tall lady, and so that's like something I think it's like, you know, it's that's gonna be tough to have to lower as well. And so yeah, so I can't think of anything that I can lower for now. Is that I just hope that he has the personality and character that matches with me, and that I find him attractive. Um, yeah, that's all I can think of for now. And like everything else, like does he have to cook? Does he have to blah blah blah? Does he? Those things are very insignificant to me to begin with. And so yeah, so like most importantly is the character and attraction. That's all I can say for now. Yeah. Um. Yeah. 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 Interesting. So Gian Zanarka suggested online dating because I have high standards, and you can already weed out the men who don't fit those standards. I see. I see. So that's why she suggested it. I see. I see. I see. I see. Again, it's not a bad idea. Yeah, not a bad idea. Just for now, it doesn't appeal to me a lot for now. And if ever I do try it, I'll let you guys know and see how it goes. But yeah, but I still don't want to jump at that for now. Yeah, yeah. But thank you again for the advice. I still keep it in mind, of course, about the online dating thing. Um, um, mhm, 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 mhm. Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I also agree with that, Melina, is that don't go into a date looking at the end goal of marriage. Maybe you hit it off, maybe you don't, but you'll learn something. I also agree with that. I also agree with that. So, that's kind of what I was doing with like the dates I've done in the past, is that even though they didn't really fit everything that I want in a guy, but I'm like, I want to have just some experience at least, right? So yeah, so I do it with the experience and like learning from it and stuff, and see if it goes well or not. And so in all my experiences, um yeah, yeah, I'm trying to think about all of them. In all of my experiences, they never went well. Never. ever. So that was very yeah, that was very like disheartening for me. It's like, do I really want to keep going at this when I'm like 0 for 0 right now, And yeah, like at a certain point, I was just like, I'm done, I'm done. And I'd rather wait until maybe something like more natural happens or something. But I sadly never had anything happen like that. And yeah, yeah. Um yeah, so that's also why I'm still kind of hesitant about me, wanting to be more proactive in my 30s, right? Like I still want to do it. I still want I do, but a part of me is like, yeah, I'm going to have to go through like terrible things again, right? But I'll try to go in with good expectations for now, is that maybe things could work out sometimes, right? Even though my track record right now is like 0 right now, right? Of like good things happening on a date with someone, but um yeah, but I'll try to be hopeful. I'll try to be hopeful. So yeah, so once I really get it going, and I can let you guys know how it goes, share as much as I can, um but yeah, but I will be, I will be disappointed if they are all terrible stories again, but I need to try and, yeah, I just need to try to be more open-minded. I still do want to do this, but I feel like because I've never had a good experience yet, it's just yeah, I just can't let that go. It's like, let's, yeah, it's gonna be tough for me, that's for sure. That's all I can say for now. It's gonna be really, really tough for me. Yeah, just will hope for the best. um mm, yeah. So Barbara, my friend in Korea suggested I should do like some kind of social club as well, or like do like kind of like activities thing where like you could meet new people there and stuff, because my current friends, they do that, and so they suggest like, yeah, you can like try these things and meet new people there, and I'm like, that's a good idea. It's a good idea. So that could be a more natural way of me meeting people more to my like, and not like, going to like find them randomly on online dating sites. So yeah, so that was a suggestion from one of my friends, and she said, once you are ready and want to go to one of these like social things, I want to go with you. I'm like, that's so sweet of you, but my friend is like, I want to go because I want to socialize, not to like help you find a guy. I'm like, totally understand, but I don't want you to help me find a guy, but like she just wants to go with me because she enjoys doing these social things and stuff. And by the way, she has a boyfriend, so she legit just wants to go there for the socialization. And then she knows with me is like, I'm gonna be open minded and see if I could find a guy that I can connect with. And so, yeah, yeah. So yeah, I already had that idea in mind. Um, but for now, because I'm injured, yeah, that's not gonna happen anytime soon. And also, yeah, because of MX comeback, so of course not gonna happen anytime soon. But maybe, yeah, once winter pass and spring is usually the season of like finding new relationships. That's how it is in Korea, at least. So yeah, so in the spring, if hopefully my health is better and the weather is nicer, I could start doing that with my friend. I think that's a possibility for now. But I still want to be safe, COVID safe and stuff. So we'll see how COVID cases are later in spring. Um, yeah. So that's a possibility. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm still, why I feel this way is just I'm just not super hopeful. But I want to do it, but yeah, but the hope is not very high for me, but yeah, but I still want to do it though. Yeah. Um mm, mhm, 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 mhm. Yeah, I basically just answered some of you guys' questions here. Mm, 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 mm. Right. So yeah, Melina telling me, yeah, don't think too poorly about online dating. I know. Like I said, it's my fault that I already have this preconception about it, right? But yeah. So yeah, later on when I want to try, yeah, and of course, meet your date in a public space. Of course, that's number one. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So I'm still so hesitant about that. I'm just still, yeah, hesitant about that. Just yeah. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, mhm. Right, right. So yeah, yeah. So you guys saying like, yeah, not judging people who try online dating. Of course not. Of course, I do feel like it's like kind of more normal now, but like, yeah, for me, I think I'm just so conservative. I think that's just me. It's like, I don't know, yeah, yeah. And so, yeah, 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 yeah. We can never know. Yeah, we can never know. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Just for now, that's not a priority to try online dating just yet. So let's keep that on hold for now. And then if I do try it, yeah, I'll let you guys know how it goes. Um, um, Interesting. So Cherry's house. So how she goes about the arranged marriage. This is good to know because I didn't know exactly how it goes. And so for her is that she gets introduced by people to different men of similar background and see if you feel anything with them, and you don't have to marry them, just sort of like dating. So that's kind of like blind dating. It kind of is, but still, but you guys have like the thought beforehand is that, yeah, we have marriage in mind, and so that's definitely a plus, I think, because yeah, blind dating, of course, we're not setting up, because we want to get married at ASAP, of course not. And so yeah, so, yeah, so in some sense, yeah, Cherry's way is like quite, what's the word, quite, at least not wishy-washy, and so yeah, and I hope, Cherry, in that process you do find a guy. I mean, did you already find a guy? Did you, or not, not yet? But anyways, you're still young, of course, and so yeah, let us know. um uh I see. So at least through online dating you can get a feel for the person over a longer period of time before meeting them. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, again, I think I'm super like a hard heart to it, that's for sure. Like, again, yeah, you guys, all good points, I definitely listen to them, but I'm not like convinced that like I'm gonna do that ASAP. Of course not. And so for now, I'm still very hesitant about it. I'm not fully convinced that I should do that ASAP, but it will be an option later, way later, but not ASAP. Yeah. Um. mm, yeah. Again, that's Cherry's arranged marriage thing. Yeah, faster in some sense because the goal is set, and you don't have to ask your parents' permission because you already have it. That's like so easy. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's quite easy what you're going through, and so that's kind of lucky. That's kind of lucky. And I really hope you hit it off with one of those prospective guys one day. Good luck, buddy. Yeah. Excuse me. Uh huh. Ah. Ah. Wow. Are you guys really okay talking about this publicly? But yeah, just keep this in mind. It's public, but I'm glad if you guys are really okay with these personal stories. Welcome, of course, welcome. And so Sylvia says, a part of her wants to date someone, but at the same time, she has low self esteem and she's so introverted and rarely socialized. So being alone now is kind of expected. I see, I see. Well, girl, to each their own. I'm super extrovert, but look at me. I'm still very single as well. And so anyways, but we're like two different situations of us being so single. And so yeah, so that's good to know. You would like to date someone, but it's very difficult because of your personality, and that's very, very understandable. Yeah, so it just depends on how big your desire is. Like, if you really, really desire it, I want to believe that you will break out of, like, what is holding you back, and, like, push through it, like like I say, nothing is easy. Nothing comes easy to do anything, and so this, of course, is not easy, but it's only if you have the desire to really want to do it, then you're gonna do it, and so, like how I keep saying with me, I honestly don't want to date because I have so many bad experiences. I really still don't want to do it even right now. But what I'm saying right now is that I'm legit pushing myself. So I'm pushing myself, that I feel like I should do this. And what, again, is motivating me, because I just don't want to regret this when I'm older. And so that is like big enough for me to get through it and just try it and see what happens. And as long as I don't regret this later, then I have completed what I want to do, and then if I end up being alone for the rest of my life, so be it, and do it, whatever, and so yeah, so Sylvia, yeah, it depends on you as well if you can push through it or not. But if not, and you're content with how it is now, and you're not going to look back on this and like think much about it, as long as you're okay, it's okay. But by the way, I usually meet so many introverts who are not single. Is it just me? So I usually see so many unlikely couples, but like they're so introvert, or like they they're not like, it's like they're so unlikely to be a couple, and I'm like, here I am, an extrovert, and I'm still single. Like, how are they able to be in a relationship, but I can't do that? So for me personally, I really see so many introvert people in relationships. So I just want to encourage that to Sylvia, is that even with your personality, you could be in a relationship. All right. So it just depends on you. And I guess maybe that's how these couples, these introvert couples, maybe that's how they do it. I don't know. I don't know their secret, but yeah, so just don't ever think that's holding you back. So yeah. Yeah, but anyways, we all have our own struggles. Like I said, I'm different in this way, and so yeah. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, and Cherry relates with Sylvia. If not for the arranged marriage, she would sure be single too. Yeah, I understand you guys, but you guys can do it. Okay, I never ever think like introvert people never have a chance at relationships. No, no, no. Why do I keep seeing them in relationships? Okay, so anyways, yeah, so you guys can do it. You guys can do it. It just depends on yourself, of course. Yeah. um 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 And then Sylvia continues that, also she fangirls. It's nothing. And she feels it's already a minus point to the guys. Okay, based on her observation. Okay, in her country, looks are more, or wait, in her country, more looks than personality. So I think you mean like people care about looks more than personality. And that's girls, and guys, if by chance there are guys here, anyone, if you think you can have a successful relationship only based on looks, you're you're what's the word, you're out of your mind. Okay, I feel like there is no relationship that can work out only based on looks. Come on, all right, come on, unless you're like out of your mind. Okay, and so personality, who the person is, that's always number one of how you can survive a relationship to like last as long as possible, is the person inside, not how they look like. When I'm 80 years old, I ain't gonna look like this, and so I need to ask that to my future husband. It's like, yo, you know I'm not gonna look like this forever, right? So like, no matter what, you love me who I am inside, right? No matter how I'm gonna look like later, right? So that's like, should be the number one thing people should always know when going to a relationship. Looks will always fade, but attraction. So I'm not saying the guy that I want to marry that he has to be super good looking. Of course not. What all that matters is that I'm attracted to him. Like, do you guys know, like, I mention this all the time. Hyungwon is such a handsome guy, but I have zero attraction to him. Okay, so like, if by chance I see his online profile, I'll be like, okay, he's handsome, but I don't know, I'm not feeling much. And so anyways, yeah. So like personality is also like fine, but again, you guys know Kyungwon is not my ideal type, but still, yeah, but still, I feel like if ever I were to go on a date with him, is that again, he's a what a handsome guy, but zero attraction. I really don't want to get with him. Okay, so like that's the most PG way I could say it. I do not, nothing. Okay, nothing, even though he's such a handsome guy. Okay, and so I always want to differentiate. Like, I'm not looking for a handsome guy, just as long as I'm attracted to him. That's most important in the relationship. So anyways, on this topic, I knew this was gonna, I felt like I knew it. I just So anyways, Sylvia, I thought about this recently, and so I wonder if I would bring it up here, and you bring it up to me. And so she says here that she fangirls, and so that's already a minus point to a guy, right? But here's the thing. Here's the thing, girlfriend. Okay, and this is what I I personally don't think that I can give up as well. Okay. And so I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but this is an interesting conversation. Okay. But the thing is, Gian's undercut who she's married to, like, accepts her as a fangirl. And as I keep saying, is like, that's the best guy to marry and like, be together with, is that he loves you for exactly who you are, which includes being a fangirl. Okay. So Sylvia, don't get with a guy that doesn't love you for everything that you are, even as a fangirl. Okay. Even though that's like a minus point, like some guys are like, oh, you're a fangirl, then you're already off my list. Then screw him. He is not worth your time then. Okay. So a guy who is gonna be really in love with you, he will love everything about you, even you as a fangirl. Okay. So never think of it as a bad thing. You just need to find the guy that loves you for exactly who you are, including being a fangirl. Okay. So I have said this to myself as well. Like, I just thought of this. For some reason, I thought of this recently because I was just thinking, the guy that, I think about these days, more these days, about the guy that I want to marry, is that if the guy I marry, like, does not like Wano, does not like Monster, like, he hates them, like, he just hates them. He's like, we cannot get married unless, like, you just stop being with them. Okay. Like, this is not going to work out. And I'm just like, no, if you really love me, then you will understand how much these 7 guys mean to me. Okay. So, like, as you guys know, these 7 guys mean a lot to me. All right. And so I feel like that's never going to change. Okay. Even if I meet the most ideal guy ever, but he doesn't accept me that I love these 7 guys a lot, this is which who are like a really important part of my life as well. If he doesn't understand that, why am I gonna marry him? You guys get me? So, like, this is so I accepted that me as a fangirl and like me loving these 7 guys is a part of me now, and like but I wonder if ever, like, I'll stop being a fangirl for them. Like, I hope that doesn't happen, but sometimes I do wonder if that ever happens, then the guy doesn't have to love me as a fangirl anymore if by chance I stop being a fangirl, right? But for now, like, I really want to believe I will continue to love MX and Wano for a very long time. I really, really hope so. But for now, because yeah, they are very, very, very important guys in my life. And if the guy I marry wants me to stop, nothing about MX and One anymore, it's over. And then no, then that means you truly don't love me for exactly who I am. You guys get me? And also, the thing is, like, I need to like trust this guy that he's not faking it, So I really hate those kind of slimy guys. You guys get me, right? Is that they will say what you want to hear. I also really hate that, so it's that's why it's so hard to date people, guys, as I keep mentioning. So anyways, yeah, so I have to really make sure, like, does he really love me for everything I am, including the fangirls, and not telling me what I want to hear? It's like, oh yeah, sure, yeah, I like you being a fan. No, okay, so so guys, that's always so, that's again, I say that as my high standard, but it's like, come on, like, like, if the guy does not like me for exactly who I am, that's just how we're gonna survive a long lasting marriage. You guys get me? So anyways, I thought about that. I did think about that. Like, could I really give up MX and 104, the ideal guy? And I'm like, no, that means he doesn't love me. All right. So anyways, so Sylvia, thanks for mentioning that. And I hope that my story helps you. All right. Is that don't ever think of being a fangirl as already a minus point. All right. We have to find the guys that love us for exactly who we are and who we love as well, and who is important to us. Okay. And that includes being a fangirl. Okay. So, anyways, Gian's Undercut is a prime example of that. Her husband, not a K-pop fan, but he loves her for exactly who she is, including being a fangirl. She has a room dedicated to like Vixen, Monster X, and Wano, like, in their house. They're married. He sees it there, but he's like, I still love Gian's Undercut for exactly who she is, even this, that's the guy we need to find. All right. Not exactly him, of course, but I mean that kind of personality of like, really in love with the person for exactly who you are. You guys feel me? And again, looks are nothing. Okay, looks are nothing but attraction, just attraction. And so if you are truly, truly attracted to someone, even when they get like old and wrinkly, you will still love them because the attraction will still be there. You guys get me? Yeah. So anyways, let's keep going. Okay. Cherry, going on that topic, Cherry saying to Sylvia, that is on her list of what I should talk about when I'm getting to know a guy. Exactly. Because he has to know about my fangirl part of life. Exactly. And guys, don't ever give up your fangirl life for a guy. If he says you have to get rid of it, but if being a fangirl is important to you, and again, like if maybe being a fangirl is not that important to you and you could give it up for a guy, that's cool. That's cool. So I'm not saying, don't, it depends on the person, but I feel like for most of us here that is a really important part of your life, and the guy that if they truly love you will accept that of you as well. Yeah. um uh And Cherry says another reason why I don't want to get married before 30 is because I do want to have a baby. Yeah, she has some health problems, and even her doctor has suggested to have a baby on time. So that's something important to you, the baby, and yeah, health issues and the timeline, the time. Yeah. So if that's important to you, then definitely I assume Cherry is like more hard at work at it than me, of like making sure she can do that. And yeah, I look forward to whenever you have your first baby, Cherry. How sweet, how sweet. And so yeah, so and I hope health issues aside that it's going to be all healthy and goes well. And also before that you meet the right guy, all right? Meet the best guy, all right? I trust Cherry that she will be sure to find the right guy, and then invite me to your wedding. I don't know if I can make it, but depending on the circumstances, please still invite me to your wedding. We'll see if I can make it. Yeah, we'll see. um Cherry says, I think I have it all thought out because for a brief moment, twice when I thought I wouldn't have the option of having a baby, and it was tough to suddenly realize that I may not have the option. Okay, that's always tough. That's always tough. And so I'm gonna hope for the best. All right, hope for the best. Yeah, sometimes pregnancy is not always easy. Like sometimes, we see on media, it's like, oh, it's like so easy to get a baby. But no, like some people out there, it's tough to have a baby. And so yeah, so Cherry, I'm wishing all the best to you for the marriage and baby. Yes. um um yes, Sylvia, I'm glad you say that. So Sylvia says same thoughts. I feel that's the first thing that I would want to mention if I ever meet someone. If they don't accept it at the start, there's no point moving on. That's what I'm saying. But let's not start that off right away. Okay, K-pop should not be the first topic. Okay, so first off, like, you guys barely know each other, so first you have to get to know each other. The basic first, the basic first, and then see, yeah, if you see a connection, and like, everything is going okay. And then if you feel like, yeah, things are going okay, then definitely as soon as possible mention, well, I really like this K-pop group, and they're very, very important in my life, and I just want to explain to you about it and hope that you understand this part about me. And if they really, really do like you a lot, I want to believe they will accept it, no matter, what other weird things you can say to him as well. You know what I'm saying? So like, just from the beginning, if it feels good from the beginning, and then take out all the, like, the weird stuff, and like, what family drama you may have. That's what I plan as well, as like, first, the basic stuff, and if all the rounds like goes well, then we get to the tougher rounds, which is like the more outlandish stuff, like the K-pop and whatever stuff you want to say. And then yeah, if he passes all the rounds, then it's like, yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. And just I really hope that they're honest and not being fake. That's also a big thing that I always worry about, that they're not being fake to get with me. So hopefully all being perfectly honest. But I'm hoping my intuition is good, that I could see who's lying or not. But yeah, that's something to practice on, right? Because yeah, people are tough. Every person is tough. Any kind of relationship, even if it's not romantic, friendship, family, working relationship, it's all tough. It's all tough. And so maybe romantic is the hardest, I guess, but everything is always tough. And we should carry all of our experiences from all kinds of relationships to make it all better and stuff. So anyways, yeah, I'm just glad you guys feel me on this. Don't ever like think it's a bad thing that we're K-pop fans. We just haven't found the right guy yet. All right. Yeah. um um Uh, yeah. So Cherry again, yeah, definitely is a major part of my life. So we have to mention that. Yeah, it can be a deal breaker to some, and others may be fine with it. Exactly. I don't. ever want to like speak for like every fangirl out there. Yeah, some fans out there, they're like, you know, like I've actually met them. I've actually met them that like they seem very hardcore into these K-pop singers, but then I see them able to move past that K-pop fan life, which I guess maybe wasn't a big part of their life, and then able to date someone that likes them for exactly who they are and is not really a fangirl anymore. And yeah, some people can grow up, and so anyways, yeah. But for me personally, unless MX or Wano like ever like personally does something to me, which I want to assume never happens. But yeah, but they really are really really important guys in my life now, and even if they're just celebrities, right? But still they are so important to me. And like, who's to say that what this feeling I have is wrong or right? There's never a right answer, all right? So like, they are just will always be there in me until who knows if maybe I do like stop being a fangirl. I hope not, but again, I can't say it's never gonna happen, right? And so anyways, for now, if I were to meet the guy now, yeah, I will let him know that this is a very important thing in my life. And yeah, if you're not okay with it, then let's not keep dating anymore. So yeah, yeah. Mm, mm, yeah. So Sarah, all the introverts are coming out and like come out guys, and so Sarah as well, very shy, very introverted. Everyone around her is getting married and having babies, and she's still very single and always have been. But as long as you're happy though, like, are you okay with this life? And like, if you want to change it, it's up to you. It's up to you. But I hope you never do anything that pressures you to do it. Of course not. Don't ever feel pressure to do anything just because everyone around you is doing it. And so just really make sure for yourself it is really what you want, and also what exactly makes you happy. If like, yeah, being single, married, blah blah, what exactly you want. And so yeah, I hope no one ever feels bad of how their life is going. Never, because yeah. But the thing is, you're the one to change it. So don't ever like think it's impossible to fix it. You guys, for our own lives, we have the power to change it, which is why I'm doing this right now. Is like, in my 30s, I'm gonna try and do what I don't want to do, but I'm gonna do it because I just want to. And so yeah. So whether like it encourages you guys to do the same or not, but definitely don't feel pressured, of course, not even pressured by me. Okay, so like, just it's just so important that you guys are doing what you want to do, all right, and your happiness, and don't think about other people. Yeah, so like, definitely for me, for my happiness, I just wonder, like, I'd rather try than not try, because I would definitely be sad thinking back on this and to not have tried. And so that's why I'm really pushing on this to finally do it. Yeah, and then we'll see what happens after that. Yeah. Um. Uh-huh. Yeah. So again, you guys have great points again, and yeah, Melina agrees with Joey's point, is that nothing against having high standards is not a bad thing, as long as those standards are realistic and you keep an open mind. That is really really good advice. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah. And so yeah. Yeah, of course my standards have flexibility to some extent. Yeah. I mean, I feel like in all the years when I felt like I had an ideal type, but then as each year goes by, as I grow older and stuff, like, it slowly like changes every so often. But yeah, but we have the standards where like it's like what's the word? It's like set in, right? So we have these set in standards that if they for sure are like, yeah, set in for a reason, like have those set in there. And then others that could be flexible, like have them be flexible, but still never lower anything to something where like, yeah, you will be bothered by that for the rest of your life. So yeah, so that's how I'm seeing it, as is that I really want to believe that I'm how can I say it, that I feel like my standards, like, it is high standards in the sense of like, is it real? Like, it's more in the sense of like, it's so difficult to find a good person. So, that's my thinking on it. Is that I have yet to meet someone who is just a plain good person. So I wonder, Like, do I really have a high standard, or it's just because it's so difficult to find a good person? You guys get me? I'm just like just thinking back on it. Yeah. Yeah. Like it's just so interesting. How come even until now I have never really met a good person yet? Like what's going on? So yeah, so I'm not sure how to answer that. Like for me personally, it's like why is my luck so bad, I guess then? But yeah, guys, I can't say that I've ever met someone who's really a good person. I mean, I do have a guy friend, but he's already married, but I have zero attraction to him. That's why it wasn't going to work out to begin with, but still he's such a wonderful guy. He's a really really good person. And just last, he's a really good guy. He is, but yeah, but definitely just like um you know the attraction is so important. Okay, he's not bad looking, by the way. I think he's a fine looking guy. He is a fine looking guy, and I'm glad he married someone that they are great together. That's wonderful. And so yeah, just but still, yeah, even with no attraction to him, it's um like me imagining living with that guy and like having this life with him, like I can see very clearly that he will not be able to live with someone like me. So yeah, so I also think of like just other things in general of like how exactly I can see the future with them and stuff. And so yeah, so that's just the way I am. That's just the way I am. It's like I can't help it that I need to like really see that this has like longevity to it. So yeah, so if that's considered high standard, but isn't this like what everyone should think? And so yeah, so like when I just meet a guy and like everything's like okay for now, but like again, it's like I just don't feel like it's gonna be good that I continue this if I really don't see any longevity in this. So yeah, so anyway, so is that considered something that I need to like let go of, to not see it in the future? um but I feel like that's going to be wasting my time then. So yeah, and time is very precious to me. If you guys remember, quality time is a very very big thing for me. So I think that's also why I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time on something that I see like no future with. So yeah, so anyways, good guys are hard to find, number one. And then yeah, seeing longevity with them, attraction to them. Yeah. 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 Anyways, I'll have some hope that guy for me exists. Like it's not like I'm looking for like this perfect person. I'm not perfect. I don't expect the guy to be perfect either, but just I would like to see that it's gonna work out okay, and that he's a genuinely good person. Um, yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's always tough. Yeah. Um, um, mhm, mhm, mhm. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Interesting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, yeah. So I'll just read it out loud. But I feel like, yeah, I already said everything I want to say. So Joey also says it's okay to value yourself enough to ask for more, but there is a fine line between wanting to meet someone who makes you excited about them and easily judging people who you don't know may be wonderful, right? Right. So like, there's a fine line about it, right? Like, yeah, to like just make sure that I totally understand. So yeah, so I'll just move on. Yeah, and then Kino Zanaka says you need to give someone a chance and get to know them for a while before you can really say if they are or aren't someone you could see yourself dating. Yes, yes, yes. Of course, of course. Yeah. I mean, I think my experience has just been really, really bad. Okay, it has just how come I just haven't met a good person yet? That's the most I can say about my experience. Every single guy I've been with has been terrible. And so just they did something and it was like it's over. So it's just very unfortunate. I just haven't met a guy yet where like it could, yeah, that it would, just point blank and simple. When am I ever gonna meet a good person? I'm just still waiting for that. um mhm, 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 mhm. Right. Yeah, yeah. So yeah. I'll still read it out loud just to have you guys thoughts like put out here. And so Joey says it's better to keep your eyes and mind open. Look for someone who fits your life and interest. Don't rule out a person just because he or she doesn't look exactly like the idea you have in your head. Right. So yeah, so I think going back to like the attraction to someone, right? Like, if he's shorter than me, yeah, it's just gonna be tough. It would be really, really tough. I'll still give him a chance, but I think in the end it's gonna be way too tough, sadly. But we don't know. Yeah, we don't know. And so um yeah. But I still have yet to really like experience that. I've never dated someone shorter than me. Of course not. I mean, at least not until now. But still, sadly, I have yet to meet someone who's a good person. Yeah, isn't this so sad? It is sad. Like my dating life is really really sad, guys. And yeah, so for now, maybe my standard is kind of low for now. I'm like first looking for at least a good person, right? Like where are they? Okay, so at least find that good person first, and then hopefully, yeah, we like each other, the interest, and like, yeah, the future, and yeah, how much it can progress from there. And so yeah. Yeah. um Melina says two people aren't going to get into a relationship 100% perfect for each other. Of course not. So not looking for 100% perfect, but at least matching up good enough that you can see a future with them. That's my personal opinion on it. But to be more exact, I feel like um as long as this person is able to get through hardships with me, that is definitely a keeper. So more than anything is that no matter what, I expect there's gonna be turmoil in the relationship, no matter how much I feel that we are a good match so far. I feel like no matter what, even with any relationship I've had in my life, we always have something, a turmoil happen, always. And so because I know that in my relationships, and also because my personality, it happens. It's just my personality. And so like some kind of turmoil will happen. And so this guy who I am choosing, to marry and like be together with, is that it's very important for me to know is that he is never going to give up on me, is that no matter what kind of turmoil or some kind of hardship will happen, is that I hope that he really loves me and like wants to be with me, and like all the things that we're going through with each other, is that as long as you will never give up on anything that's going to be struggling in the relationship, then I see that as well as like we're going to last a really long time then. So yeah, I still have yet to meet a person like that. All right. So but the thing is, I've had that experience with friendships, is that I've had many friendships break up because we experienced our first turmoil. I don't know how to explain it, but we experienced our first issue. Experienced our first issue in the friendship. I try my best to resolve it as much as possible, but they gave up on it. And I'm like, okay, if you do not want to work this out with me, then we should not stay friends. And they agreed with it. And I'm like, it's okay. And so the thing is, those friendships were really friendships that I really thought I was gonna have for the rest of my life. So and it didn't happen one time, it happened many times with me, that these friends who I really thought really liked me as a friend, and willing to you know go through those issues with me and to resolve it, but they're like, no, this is something that I feel what they said, they feel like is not something that's able to resolve. And then I'm like, okay, then yeah, then we can't. But then on one hand, I've done it on my side as well, is that one friend actually reached out to me to want to fix it again, but then I'm like, how we left things off is not able to be fixed though. And so that's a whole different story in itself. But like she basically wanted to sweep it under the rug and let's continue to be friends this way. I'm like, no, this is not something we can sweep under the rug. We have to resolve it. So if that's what you want to do to continue this friendship and we sweep it under the rug, I do not agree with that. So this is where I'm the one where like we can continue it. Like if we yeah, that's not how I want any relationship to be based on. And so I said, only if you want to resolve it with me and talk about it with me, then we can give this friendship another chance. But she did not want to do that. And so I'm like, yeah, so it's best that this friendship should end. So anyways, I that's kind of like the most experience I have with like breakups is friendships actually. And so with that experience is that makes me think, hopefully, with the guy that I want to marry is that, yeah, I have to really make sure with him that we will for real have issues in a relationship, but you can't give up on me. Okay, if you give up on me, then that's when we have to break up. So so that's personally like a very big thing that I will value a lot in before deciding if he's really the guy for me. So yeah, we're getting deep, y'all. Okay, this is the and right now it's like almost 9 p.m. here in Korea. So yeah, just it's getting deep. I don't know how long this is gonna be, y'all, but okay, just okay, let's keep going. Um yeah, Melina, yeah, I agree with that. No one is really gonna be the one. Yeah, just the one that is willing to go through life with you. I guess let's put it that way. Yeah. Um yeah. Um um mhm 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 mhm. Yeah. I think that could be something that I wish we weren't like teaching kids me. But I don't ever I don't think I ever felt that way. But anyways, what Gian's Undercut says, like, I think that's really the problem, isn't it? We grow up hearing fairy tales of the princess who found the perfect prince and in the entire universe, and that they're meant to be together and live happily ever after. But reality doesn't work that way. Of course not. Of course not. So I never expect to be in a fairy tale. Of course not. So this is currently my own tale, right? And I am writing each page based on whatever I'm doing, right? And so that's why, if I see something in my life that is not happening, then I need to go out there to do it, which is why this whole dating thing, why I'm even starting this. And so, and yeah. So I don't want to think I have anything, like that, but just, I just really hope that I really meet the right person who really, yeah, who I can just really be with. Just again, doesn't have to be a prince in shining armor. Just like he has to just be the best guy for me. Is that the best way to say it? But you guys get me, right? Okay. So I'm not gonna like just say yes to any guy, of course not. So like I really will interview this guy and like make sure that we're on the same page about everything and like what I value, and also like I need to talk with him about what I consider cheating, even if it's not physical. I'm not gonna accept any kind of cheating. And so, all these things about, and like I need to find a guy that is okay with everything that I am, and like also my values and everything I am. And so yeah, so I think maybe that's the standard, is that I am a certain way and I'm not going to change who I am. And so this guy has to like me for exactly who I am. And I of course have to like him for exactly who he is too. So like not conforming at all, but like I just hope that we are like two different people who really connect and like can really that we see a future with each other. I know I mentioned that, but I think that's a really big thing that I'm looking for, and why I'm still single, is that I still have yet to meet a guy where like I can see a future with him. And of course, another thing is that I have yet to meet even a good guy. Okay, so yeah, it's really unfortunate, my luck. And so yeah, so yeah, yeah. So anyways, yeah. Yeah, so I'm not really sure how this conversation started. Did I say something that made you guys say those things? So I'm curious, like what exactly happened. But yeah, but let's keep going. Maybe I'll figure it out. Um, oh man, so back to Cherry's story. She said the thing is, I didn't realize that he was still seeing that girl when he kissed you. But after a while, I knew, and even then, I couldn't get myself out of the situation. What a jerk, this guy. Okay, scum of the planet. All right, so. Yeah, so I hope no one ever goes through that. I'm really still sad that Cherry went through it, but I hope no one ever goes through something like that. And yeah, you have to be really careful of scums like this guy. And sadly, there are many scums on the earth, you know? There are. And so, um, as always, have to be careful. And yeah, and just Cherry, you have moved on. You grew from it. That's most important. And I'm glad that you're here and that you're doing fine. And I'm gonna hope and wait for when you meet that great guy soon. Yeah. Mhm. 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 Yeah. Yeah. I see that too. I see that too. Yeah. So Melina says, dating a lot is helpful in that sense. If you do it right, you'll learn about yourself and how you interact with other people, but you'll also be a more resilient person. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's just, that's something that I'm gonna try to do now. But again, I'm not looking forward to it because it's usually not been good for me. But yeah, so it's just I'm gonna go through that time again, but I'm hoping it can go better this time. But yeah, but still, I'm not looking forward to it, of course. And I'm just gonna try it, all right, and see what happens. Um, oh, Cherry says I wouldn't call Willie had a relationship, but I realized that he was emotionally cheating on her with Cherry before he even kissed you. Got it. Yep, yep. I like you. Of course, I don't know the whole story, but that kind of emotional cheating is really, really, really bad. And yeah, that's something I would not tolerate. Yeah, in my relationship. So, yeah, yeah. So keep in mind, always keep this in mind. Most guys out there are really, really bad. I honestly think so. I know if there's any guys I want to defend on it, go ahead, okay? But just from all my years of you know meeting many guys and just in general, all yeah, like I could only say just one guy like who I'm not related to. My brother is a good guy, by the way. I really hope he finds a good lady one day. But yeah, my brother's a good, but yeah, but not related to me. Just one guy friend in my life who's a really, really good guy, and I'm glad he's married now. But yeah, but other than those two, I have never ever seen any other good guy ever. And like don't include K-pop guys. They're kind of a little bit like they're not a regular person. So I'm meaning only regular people. Only regular people. Yeah. Yeah. But then, I do know some people who are in relationships and they are in relationships with good guys. So that's the thing. So like my friend, her boyfriend, yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. I'm like, he's fine. He's fine. Okay. He's fine. He's fine. And like, as long as she's happy with him and yeah, they've been dating for a long time, that's most important. And so anyways, he's not for me, of course. I'm like, thankfully, it's yeah. So it's all good. And so anyways, but yeah, but he's not for me though. And yeah, and then I had past friends who yeah, got married or dated, and yeah, they all got married to good people. So anyways, but who knows how these guys were in their 20s and 30s, like maybe after marriage they became better guys. Who knows? And so anyways, those good guys are out there. I'll try to be hopeful, of course, because yeah, I've seen it, with people. Good guys are out there, but yeah, just super, super rare, it seems. And why haven't I found a good guy for me yet? I don't know. So yeah. Oh, really, Cherry? Really? So Cherry says here, I still think he wasn't a bad guy. Why? She says, I've forgiven him. He changed me for the better and got me to write the best poems of your life. Yeah, yeah. Again, I'm so glad from this bad situation. You really benefited a lot from it, and that's really most important. But he's really not a bad guy. So him with the emotional cheating and like yeah, what he did with you, all of that does not equal what kind of person he is. Is that what you're telling me? I don't know if I agree with that. But then again, I don't know this person. And so if you want to explain more, feel free to. Um, Cherry says, sometimes you don't even know what you need in a partner until you meet them. Cherry's cousin told her that he went to meet women with certain things he wanted in them, but he married someone very different. To each their own. To each their own. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so again, I'm staying open, of course, but when I see it's not working out, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna stay in the relationship, you know? And so just yeah, in general, yeah, but I totally understand what you guys are saying. Like I have this standard, but like I said, it's like mainly who you are as as a person, you know? And like you are like kind of like born that way. Like my standard of like who you are as a person is like that's like not something like you um that you can like what's the word? That you can like gain in some way or like you can like learn from somewhere or like you know, it must be something that you are like born with in all honesty, you know? And so yeah, but all I'm asking for is just a good person, you know? Just be a good person. That's like the basis of like my high standards. Like why can't I even find just a good person? So yeah, so that's just briefly just I don't know. Like is that like a low standard for me? But no, of course like I have other things that I want the person to have like aside from being a good person, but for now that's you know, as I keep mentioning, it's just I haven't found a person even meeting this basic thing. Why can't you just be at least a good person? So yeah. Um and then Cherry says, I want someone tall too. Right, but you know what I mean? Like we're not looking for like exactly 180 centimeters or something. I think that's a little bit like too much of a high standard, but just at least, you know, taller than us. That's it, you know. Um, Sherry says, even my family wants someone tall, hence why a few guys have been rejected by the family. Okay. Well, they were nice guys, but you know, they just weren't super tall. But I mean, but still, if they were shorter than you know, what can you do? But yeah, but in some sense, yeah, I feel like we need to be more flexible with height, but you know, still short than me. It's just you know, it's just you know. Anyways, but that's super rare for a guy to be shorter than me. So I just don't want to think about it. It's just usually guys are always taller than me, and so just I just don't want to think about that. Um. Cherry says her best friend ended a long-term relationship. It ended badly. After a year, he said, "I'm bored, so I'm going to make an online dating profile." Mm-hmm. And then Cherry. Oh, I lost it. Okay. And then continuing the story. He did it just to swipe, but he met his current girlfriend, and the rest is history. And they've been dating for a year. Yeah. So I hear stories like that too. Yeah. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, anyways, yeah, I'm still not convinced as you guys can see, but I'm not saying I'm never gonna do it. It's just I really yeah, it's just I'm not excited about it as you guys can see. So once that day comes, I'll let you know. Um for now, ask some of your friends to set you up. Yeah. Ask a friend who really knows you. Yeah. Yeah, but still, I don't want them to feel bad if who they set me up with doesn't work out, you know. That's also something I don't want to deal with. If you know, it's like, you know, sorry. But then usually what I feel is best is that they set me up with someone that they're not close with. And it's like, oh, it's okay. I didn't really know, you know, not that they didn't really know them, but you know, just based on like how much they know that person, but they're not super close with them. And just be like, you know, just try it out. And I'm like, yeah, it's okay. And if it doesn't work out, it's like no pressure, you know? And so that's what I've experienced, but still, anyways, yeah, options are there, and I don't know, just wish me luck for now. Um yeah, Cherry, that's another thing. You'll never truly know a person. It takes a long time to know a person. Of course, right? um yeah, especially, you know, once you get into a relationship, like you both start out as strangers, you know. Yeah, and like, you know, you never grew up with this person, you don't know much about their history, so they will only like share with you what's as much as they want to. And so you can try as much as you can, but sometimes later then it's like, oh, i I didn't really know you. But I hope that never happens with me. I'm always scared about that. But the thing is, I've already seen it happen with me with my friends who broke up with me, is that I was friends with them for like 5 plus years, at least 5 years with each of these friends, at least. And yeah, and then just suddenly, it's like the friendship is over, and I just, yeah, it's like really hard to believe that. But then again, I'm not like hang out with them all the time, so I feel like friends, at least friendship is like more base level, I guess. So I can't really compare that to being in a romantic relationship. I hope surely, yeah, once I get into a romantic relationship, it's like I will really do my best to get to know the person as much as possible and to prepare for anything, But then with the friends that broke up with me, is that I found out something about them that I never thought they did. But then honestly, I never really got to know them to that point that they are that kind of person, and that it was going to be an issue with us, and that would eventually break our friendship. Yeah, so it was more in that sense of like, yeah, could have been prevented in some way if I yeah if we got to know each other more. But it's okay. Yeah, I've learned a lot from all those broken friendships. And that's why right now, like, the closest friends I have in my life, it's only like I could only think of three right now. Only three. Yeah, and then I have some, like, like, we're good, but we're not like super close. So that just a few of those. But yeah, I can only say three people in my life are really yeah, are really good. I'm good with. And so anyways, I'm not interested to make new friends. Okay, yeah, so I'm not interested in making new friends, like, at least to the point of like we have to know each other in a very deep level. No, no, no. I'm fine to have just like normal level friends. You know what I mean? And like just to have a few that I can like be deeply connected with. That, oh my gosh, it's so easy. It's so easy, and like I'd rather stay this way. And then, but then my future relationship, and like, in if it leads to marriage, is that definitely should be the deepest relationship and connection that hopefully will go all okay. And like, that we know, we try our best to really make sure that we know each other and no one's lying or being fake. Yeah, so that is definitely the most important relationship that I hope that I can experience and achieve, and hopefully doesn't end up being terrible. Yeah, but anyways, nothing is perfect. Yeah, nothing is perfect. I can only try my best, especially from my experiences, and we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, yeah. Um. mm, Oh, really, Cherry? Okay, okay. I don't know. Maybe I felt like that. Maybe you wouldn't say it until I don't know, when we're not talking about K-pop. That's what I was thinking, Cherry. And so anyway, so Cherry says, I would have told you if I found someone. Really, really. Okay, I'm glad to know. No matter what the live is, once you find someone and like you have the marriage date, just tell me. Okay, it's okay, no matter what live I'm doing. Okay, so yeah, so the thing is, I thought like you wouldn't tell me until the time was right or something. And so good to know, Cherry. But yeah, I give you permission. Just tell me anytime, no matter what. Okay, okay. And yeah, she says, I'll tell you if I go on those dates. My family and friends have strict and high standards. Okay. Both a bad and good thing, right? But I hope surely, because of those standards, that it's going to really lead to a guy that is really going to be good for you. So I hope it will all pay off shortly. Yeah. Um, yeah. We have already established previously, yeah, about extroverts pursuing the introverts. That's right. That's right. But still, me as an extrovert, I don't know, but like, yeah, I can't say I've ever really had an extrovert come after me, sadly. But I do think I can. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I mean, I can't be with someone who's so much of an introvert. Like, there needs to be like a good balance, right? But anyways, yeah, of course I'll stay open to it. But I just feel like, because I'm really like, I really suck energy out of people. I really do. Okay, because I get energy from people, but I can see like I'm sucking their energy. You know what I mean? And so for an introvert, this is gonna be so hard on them unless they really love me. Then that's really nice. But I personally feel like I need to be with someone who's like an extrovert, but it's not like super extrovert like me. I definitely don't want to be with someone who's like exactly my level of extrovert. And so, anyways, but again, yeah, I'm not looking for anything perfect. It all depends on how well we match, of course. And yeah, and like I don't tire them out, or like they don't get sick of me. That's another thing. Like, people could get sick of me. It is. I mean, I don't know why you guys are not sick of me yet. I'm sure you're not. I'm sure you're not. But but yeah, if ever like you guys like hang out with me in person, if ever that day comes, like it could happen. And so yeah. So anyways, yeah. Um. mm, mm, yes, Cherry is a demisexual. So she doesn't get attracted to someone until she has an emotional bond with them, which is so interesting. It's so yeah, anyways, we're all different people. Yeah, yeah. So for me personally, like I really um I don't know. I don't know what is it in me when I find attraction to someone. I'm not sure, but I have a type. I have a type because, again, as I'm randomly thinking about this when I'm randomly thinking about it is that so you guys know that I find Gian very, very attractive, right? But not only because of physically, but because of like other things as well. But like I just wonder though, like what exactly is coming from that attraction, right? And so I just think back to all my past crushes as well. So I thought back on all my crushes, and in all honesty, they kind of look like Gihan. Not exactly, but when I was just thinking back on those crushes, I'm like, yeah, I think I have a type. And like Gihan is like, yeah, he looks kind of similar to them. Not exactly, don't get me wrong, okay, but yeah, I did have a type. And what kind of guy I would have a crush on. And so that's just like, yeah, that's just an initial crush. But the thing is, those crushes I had, that those guys that kind of looked like Ian, they had really, really sucky personalities. Don't get me started. Okay, so anyways, don't get me started. So yeah, so it was nice that, like they were a crush for a reason. So it was just based on like, how they look like. And I just thought, oh, he's cute. And it's like, just anyway. So yeah, I have this type that I find attractive. So like that's the thing. So like even not knowing the person, but I have a type, right? Like when I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's my type. But then yeah, once I get to know the person, yeah, if it's not matching up well, then it's like, yeah, then you're not attracted to me anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but still, I think they're good looking guys. Even though like they ended up being like not great people. But still, I can say yeah, they still look good. They still look good. But yeah, but now that I know who they are, I do not see like any future with them. So I just like let them go. But I just think you know you just be you. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so I have a type, guys. And so like Ian like fits into that type of what I find is very attractive physically. And then but then thankfully, really glad that Ian is also like a really good personality, as you guys know. But yeah, anyways, don't talk about him. Yeah, celebrities are not something we can talk about in terms of what we like in a person. So anyways, but in my regular life, I sadly still haven't met a person who is a good person. Yeah. Um. Um. So Kian's undercut. Are you sharing with us your story? So she has to say, she's been with her husband since she was 16 years old. Wow. Really? Wow. Okay. And she said, that was way before I became a fangirl, so I can't say how someone will react to that before getting to a relationship. Got it. Actually, that's really good to know. I didn't even think about that, Gion's undercut. So yeah, so technically your husband has been in love with you since 16, or like did it happen later? But he loved you for who you are. But still, later when you became a fangirl, and he still loves you for even through like what other things you like to do and stuff. That's true love, girl. That's true love. Yeah. So that's also one thing that I think about is that, people grow up. Like, I don't ever want to believe that we change into a completely different new person. Like, if that happens, that's like, of course, not normal, right? And so that's one thing when you're in a relationship with someone is that, yeah, how I am now at 32 is not going to be exactly the same person as when I'm 60. You know what I mean? So as we grow up together, it's like, yeah, are you also like, you really want to be on this journey with me where like when I of what kind of person I am in the future. And like that's really like when you're really in love with someone, it's like, yeah, I really want to see the person that you're going to grow into, and that's just, that's something to look for into a person. And so yeah, and that's how I see it, as well as like the longevity of it, is that this person really wants to be with you no matter what happens in your future, and like wants to see like what happens there, because of course it is going to change. But yeah, but to want to be with you during those changes, that's really really in love with you. So yeah, so Ganzana Cut, her husband is a really really great guy, and I'm just so glad you met him. It's really really sweet. Ganzana says her husband even joked about having left your K-pop boys in the dark the other day because he forgot to open the shutters in your K-pop room. Hilarious. Isn't that so cute? That's so cute. And so yeah, he really loves you. It's really really sweet. Yeah. Kiyosanika says, even though her husband accepts your fangirling because he loves you as you are, yeah, and has been with you for a long time, yeah, I do also agree that you shouldn't start dating someone who doesn't accept that part of you, right? Right? Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Sarah saying, yeah, Kiyozana Cut husband always sounds so cute and supportive. Yeah, yeah. Um, get out of here. Oh my gosh. What? One second. One second. Don't shock me with things. Okay, where's my water? Where did I put my water? I thought it was here. Oh, I found it. But thank you for telling me. But yeah, yeah. Okay, 1 second. So, Gion's undercut. Today, very coincidentally, I assume. What the heck? Because I'm psychic. You guys know this. I'm psychic. Okay, so today, January 7th, is the 26th anniversary of her getting engaged. Oh my gosh. Happy engagement day. January 7th is a wonderful day. Nice day. And 26 years ago, wow. 26 years ago. So yeah, so right now, but yeah, right now I'm 32, but still like, so yeah, so that was like, yeah, early 90s anyways. So sweet. I mean, not, wait, how do I say happy anniversary? Yeah, happy engagement anniversary. And so how fitting we're talking about relationships and dating, blah blah, on your engagement anniversary. I'm weirdly psychic. Okay, so anyways, yeah. So anyways, why are you spending it with me? I mean, do you do something with your husband to celebrate this day? But I mean, your wedding anniversary is more important, right? So I assume like maybe engagement anniversary, you don't need to do anything about it, I guess. But anyways, if you're doing something, go do it. Okay. And also, hopefully I go soon. And so but yeah, oh my gosh. I love it. Okay. Got it. So Sarah, she says for now, I'm okay with it about, about her being single, but she wishes her surroundings will accept that too, especially her mom. So sorry. No, sorry about my burping, but then at Sarah, yeah, that is not good if your family is pressuring you about that. So I'm very fortunate. My mom actually says to me, you don't have to get married. You don't have to have kids. You don't have to. Okay, like I don't know why exactly my mom is like really, she's like, it's nothing, even though she got married and like had kids, but still she's like, just you do your own life. It's like, if I do get married and have kids, she's fine with it, but she's like, yeah, just don't worry about it. So anyways, you know it's tough if like, sadly, if you have parents that really pressure you to get married and have kids. I'm very fortunate that I don't have that kind of pressure, and so yeah, I mean, if there's nothing you can do to stop them, just I hope that you can just bear with it as much as possible, and don't ever do anything that you don't want to do. Okay, so yeah, so I'm just gonna hope for the best for you. Yep, moms are difficult. Yeah. Um. Uh huh. Uh huh. Yeah. Exactly right. I know this about myself too, but thank you for like telling it to me as well, because yeah, I know. And yeah, so Kianzanaka says the main issue is because of my past negative experiences, going on new dates, yeah, and expecting them to fail, yeah, and I need to go into it with a more positive mindset. Yeah, I totally totally see that too. Um, hmm, yeah. So I don't know how I can get rid of that because I don't know how much I can tell you guys, but I just really, not as bad as Cherry's experience. Okay, so nothing like that, but I don't know. It's just yeah, it's just I don't know. I just really have the worst luck. So it's just so weird how consistent my bad luck is, I guess. And so because I just didn't want to continue this like emotional stress journey anymore, that's why, I stopped for a long time, and I was really happy to, to stop it, of course. But, you know, anyway, so now it's like, yeah, so I feel like I'm just like restarting it back where I left off. So where I left off, is this feeling is that it sucks. I hate dating, and um so yeah, so I need to try to change it because yeah, it's been a few years since I dated, and I need to somehow change my mindset. But yeah, I don't know. But if I had like any kind of like, in that time frame where, I didn't actively try to find dates and stuff, if in that time frame I naturally, had some good dates just naturally happen to me, I wish that did happen to me, then it would change my mindset about it. But sadly, even in all those years, I never even had anything naturally happen in my normal everyday life that I was going about. I never had anything happen. I just continue living just a very comfortable single life, and no one was interested in me. And so yeah, so it feels just, you know, right? It just doesn't feel like we're on a good start, So I guess that's why it's giving me a hard time of like, is this really going to go well? But again, I still want to do this. I still want to do this because I don't want to have regret on it. No pun intended, but not because of one of those, last title song, Don't Regret. But I always live that way. I always live that way, that anything that I'm doing and like thinking as well in the future and stuff is that I really need to do these things so I don't regret it. So yeah. Yeah, so anyways, wish me luck. All right, wish me luck. I'll get through it. I'll get through it. Maybe hopefully if the first few days I go on goes well, then it can change my mind. Um yeah. Yeah, so we'll see later once I get started. Yeah. Um yeah. Again, happy engagement anniversary. Yep, yep. Um um yeah, I know. So yeah, Sukian's on her cut giving me advice. I totally understand. She says, yeah, I'm not taking it the wrong way. I appreciate. So she said, like, don't make your date feel like he's at an interview. I know, not when we first meet. Of course, not when we first meet. So like I said, there's stages, So the first rounds is like just simple stuff, just making sure it's okay, and just, observing that he's not a jerk, and so just like the first round of like, is everything okay, and then once I feel like he's past like the future rounds. It's like I'm interviewing him, the first round interview, second round interview. But anyways, but still, that's just the way that I think and process these things, is that I can't go into it with no plan. That's just me. Yeah, that's just me. And so yeah, so I really know, the kind of guy that I'm looking for, and that because of like all the bad experiences I've had, and like, broken friendships, is that you just yeah so I just kind of like um have this in mind of like, I just want to make sure that he at least understands me to this extent, and then after that we can talk about everything. It's like, what do you think about kids? But like, that's like way later, of course, so yeah, so it's just the stages. Yeah, that's what I plan to do. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but of course, if anything, like totally, like it's like we can't go any further than this. If anything happens that's exactly like that, then it's like, okay, let's not continue. No, so if ever anything like that happens, like I'll let you guys know. But like, of course, those things exist. Like if ever like he says or does something that's like totally is it that's something I cannot accept, and it's like, yeah, gotta move on. And so anyways, yeah. So if ever those things happen, yeah, I'll let you know. But for now, yeah, of course. gonna take it easy. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I always think that way. Maybe from the get go, I could be intimidating, not because of like interviewing or anything, but because of my personality. So my personality is like this, right? And so from my past experiences, um, yeah, my personality is not something that guys usually like. I know. So I'm really glad you guys like me, but you guys are ladies, you know. But who knows if there's any guys here? But and from my personal experience, guys don't really like my kind of personality. They like, the shy ones, the ones that are like, more like cute and I don't know. You guys know what I mean. So like, this so when I meet people for the first time because I'm such an extrovert, I'm very excited. I'm like an excited like puppy in some sense, And so like I'm like so curious and I'm like, oh, how's it going? And like just really so I'm just naturally this eccentric when I'm talking to any kind of person, but then I guess with a guy when like, we're seeing it as a date and like it's like not like I don't know, it's like too eccentric for him, I guess, then already I can see like the guy has like zero interest in me, So yeah, I've seen that many times sadly. And I'm just like, if he's really not interested in how I am, this is how I am, then um why should we continue any further, so I've had that experience. And so anyways, so Genzarka, so she's saying I could be intimidated like interviewing him, but like what I'm saying though is that before I even interview him, my personality already turns them off sometimes. It has happened, guys. It has happened. So again, I'm pretty sure Barbara's not here anymore, but she says, I'm, how guys are, what did she say? Anyways, well, she basically was saying that I'm a good catch, and like, how come guys are like missing out on me? But I'm like, not every guy likes someone like me, or am I just meeting the wrong guys? I don't know, but like, yeah, it has happened many times that, they don't like my personality, and I'm like, then we are not meant to be, So yeah, yeah. So it's just interesting. It's interesting because I think I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I rarely meet people who have my personality. I have sometimes, of course, I have sometimes, but I can't say that we're exactly the same, And so so I feel like in general, when I meet these people for the first time, they're like, wow, it's my first time meeting this kind of person, and maybe they're like, they just not used to it, and they're like, no, I don't really like this kind of personality. Yeah, it's just at least not as a girlfriend, maybe they're okay as like just friends, but like not as a girlfriend, and then I'm like, if you're not, you're then let's end it, so yeah, yeah. Yeah. Can anyone relate with me? Probably not, because most of you guys are introverts here. But yeah, I think that's sadly just um an obstacle for me having this kind of personality. Yeah. It's happened many times. Many times. So also, as I keep mentioning, because of my past bad experiences, that's why like I just feel like it's gonna happen all over again, right? Just experiencing it again. It's like, okay, let's go into the next guy. It's like, okay, same thing happened again. Let's go to the next guy, So I'm always sick of it. But yeah, but if the right guy just shows up someday, I hope so. But how long will it be? Or should I even be doing this? But whatever, regardless, I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. But yeah, but if nothing happens from it, I at least I can say I've tried, and just let things be. Yeah. Um Oh, Melina has to go. It's okay. Yeah, see you next time whenever we see you. She says, good luck. Thank you. She says, good luck on your dating journey. Thank you very much. I need it. So thank you very much. And then she says, she says, yeah. So you know what you want to do. Good on you. Thanks for saying that. And she says, relax, have fun, keep a journal so you can reflect on your journey. I should. And then I could tell you guys about it. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I will. And just to remember, these things. And like hopefully they're not gonna be all bad. I still remember all the dates I've been on so far because they've all been bad, so I don't need to write about them. But as I go on this new journey, dating the first time in my 30s, I should write a journal. And then if one day, the journal ends with I finally found him, wouldn't that be so sweet? Yeah. 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 Anyways, I need the luck. Just wish me luck. Yeah. Um, Gianzanaka says, I don't know, Chrissy. I disagree. What do you disagree about? People are not set in stone and they can change to become better versions of themselves. Of course, of course. So I would not say a person's personality is from their birth or upbringing. Oh, I see. So I'm not saying everything is from what they're born with. Of course not. Of course not. So, but I mean, I can't imagine that, how they were from the beginning and like they changed to a completely new person later. I don't think that's possible, right? I don't think so. And so I just feel like, of course could have big development, but who you are inside, like some of it is like you are born with in some sense, and there are some things that are just there, like I don't know, I'm just relating because to myself, so like people tell me you should change who you are, when people say that to me, I'm like, wow, and so like I'm just like, just reflect on myself as like when I hear people say that, it's like, no, I think I'm really born this way, but maybe in the way I grew up as well, like it developed, my personality like this, but I've decided to like not listen to those people anymore, that I should like change who I am in some sense because it will make guys like me better and stuff, and like all that stuff. And so yeah, I'm more like speaking for myself, and like if people, yeah, don't see the same, it's okay. Yeah, so I'd rather just say I'm speaking for myself, and so I relate that to other people as well. It's like, I don't want anyone to change who they are, for me to like you, and that's why I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to change who I am just so you can like me, so yeah, this is who I am. I feel like came from like how I'm born, how I was raised, and that I can't imagine me forcibly changing who I am. I mean, again, I could develop, like, I'm mature. Of course, I'm mature. Like how I am now mentally is different than how I was as an 18-year-old. You know what I mean? But still, my personality from when I was 18 and now as 32, it's still like the same. I still feel like I'm still the same person, just like more mature, I guess. Yeah. And so, anyways, I never feel like I ever became a different person as well. And I can't imagine that I could ever become a different person at any point in my future life as well. And so I just think of that as like for all people in general, that you are who you are. And so I see what kind of person you are, and like if we can match well of like, of who we are, and then go from there. Yeah. 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 Um Cherry says, I'm not excited either. It's a lot. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going through what you're doing, of course, but I feel the feeling is mutual. You know what I mean? She says all three male cousins had arranged marriage, and they always say, excuse me, so sorry. They always say, you'll know. And from their stories, it seems like it. So I keep thinking, how do you know? Yeah. How do you know? But I want to believe that's something that's indescribable, right? So like when you know. Yeah, so for you and me personally, I have never really felt that way. That when I felt like, this is, I don't know. Yeah, I can't say, of course I can't say. And so but people's people are interesting. We're all interesting people. So it's like I just think back to me as a K-pop fan. It's like, why do I love these seven guys so much? I don't know. I just do. So I just relate in that sense of like, this is the only kind of experience I have of like really loving people that are not my friends or family, and just I just really love them. I said, but then most of them is not in a romantic way, but still it's like I just wonder if that's like the feeling of like, you know when you really do love someone, you just know, right? I don't know, just me trying to understand it, but just from a K-pop fan point of view. Yeah. um mm. So yeah, so Joey's opinion is people become the person they are depending on their surroundings. It's like we learn and discover things about ourselves from how we see people and what they do. Sure. Yeah, to each their own. I'd rather say to each their own, because I personally don't relate with that. So you guys haven't met my whole family and stuff, but I lived with them and was raised by them most of my childhood, but no one in my family is like me. My personality is similar to my mom, but she's like a totally different person than me. She is. And so like the thing is that when I get angry, I get that from her. And so she has like this like angry like personality, but I can control it better than her. That's for sure. And so that's what I mean. Like, I'm most similar to my mom, but still I'm my own person. But no one in my family acts like me. I'm just this person. So yeah, so that's just me thinking I'm just born this way, and I really like that I was born this way. And yeah, I don't care what people think about me, even though, some say differently. But yeah, so yeah. So anyways, but then maybe some people, if you guys are like that your surroundings make you who you are, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, yeah, of course it could happen. Yeah, yeah. So I'm just saying, yeah, for me, my surroundings, yeah, did not affect my personality. Like I've always had this. Yeah, even when things around me was like changing or being bad or anything like that, for some reason I was just very yeah, like inside me, it's always been constant. Is it just me? Really? I thought everyone was like this. Okay, so anyways, no, I shouldn't assume that. Sorry, of course I shouldn't assume that. But but just I feel like we're all unique individuals, that's for sure, right? We're all unique. No one, not even identical twins, are exactly the same. So we are all unique people. And yeah, so that's what I think is just, like, yeah, this is who I am. And um I can't change it. um um mm, yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, people also learn from past mistakes and grow into better people, of course. Yeah, that's just development, that's like growing, right? Yeah, yeah, but I can't imagine like you become a completely different person, right? Of course not, right? So like, yeah, so it's just like development, yeah, into like, yeah, anyways, yeah, but do you guys get me? Like, I like, we're not changing into completely different people, are we? But you guys get me, right? Yeah, I hope you guys get what I'm getting at. Um, yeah, yeah. So like surroundings, experiences, yeah, can also shape who you are. Of course, like as I keep saying, like with all of the things we go through our lives, like it goes about our mindset of like how we go about the world and stuff. But some people, like, from bad experiences, go like a bad route. Of course, that can happen. So sometimes it doesn't really go exactly the right way. And so anyways, each person life, whatever they go through, it's their own and how you make of it. And you know but who we are, it's there. Is it just me? But yeah, yeah, I just personally, for me, because I never grew up with anyone who acts like me. So like, where did this come from? It's just, I'm just born with it, right? You guys get me? So um yeah, interesting though. Interesting, yeah. Maybe I'm very unique. I didn't think about that until now, but I assume my situation is very unique then. Yeah. Interesting. But anyways, but with my siblings though, I never saw them like change into a different person or anything. They just grow older, but they're still the same as how I've known them since we were kids. My sister is 3 years older than me, but I still think she's still very immature, but that's her. So just accept her for who she is. Um, yeah. Anyways. Anyways, why are we talking about this? Okay, anyways, yeah, so let's just keep going. Um Yeah, so Cherry says, yeah, her degrees changed her view of the world. That's education is always a big thing. I agree. So like, again, it didn't change my personality and nothing like that. But yeah, I'm always thankful that I wanted to continue my education up until undergraduate. And yeah, without this education, I definitely would not be able to, speak this way and like, have this knowledge and like, yeah, all of our experiences, yeah, develop us, right? Yeah, yeah, but the personality is different. You guys get me, right? You guys get me? Okay, okay, okay. Um, interesting, interesting. Maybe I really am unique then. So Joey says, sometimes even with the kind of situation we are on, our experiences in life, we then decide the kind of person we will be or want to be. Okay, interesting. I never think that way. So that's interesting. Interesting. So yeah, so in this sense, I need to date someone who understands where I'm coming from then. So that's, yeah, that's That's an important thing in a relationship as well. But anyways, this is not like a big like deal breaker or anything. Of course not. But yeah, I always like think that way is that, who I spend the rest of my life with is like, we need to be on the same wavelength at least, right? Yeah, but anyways, yeah. But I feel like maybe like there was some miscommunication. Like I'm talking about personality. But unless you guys are like really saying like personality really can change. But I mean, to each their own, each person is unique. And then, yeah, if you really do change into a different person, okay. Okay. Just interesting. Yeah. Um, Sylvia's going now, but she'll join again soon. You will? Okay. But anyways, thank you for joining. See you again anytime. And Sylvia, thanks for chatting as well. See you next time. Um, um, oh, interesting. Anyways, Cherry, share as much as you want. And so Cherry shares another story. A guy she knew a long time ago tried to pursue her recently, but she feels nothing for him. So she made it clear that all she can give him is friendship, but he was still trying until 2 weeks ago. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So, I appreciate go getters. I do appreciate them. But if the girl really, really makes it so clear nothing is going to happen, but he still keeps trying, like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I always hear stories of like, the girl was really not interested, but then because the guy like kept going after her, then the girl is like, oh, okay, now I think I like you, and I'm like, really? And so but to each their own, maybe that really was needed to like get her, but anyways, Cherry, I feel like she knows what, nothing, I feel like she's like really like, I know what if I'm not into you, I'm just not into you, so I feel like she's that kind of person. And so anyways, but then finally he stopped because he got the message, I assume, right. But good to know, that's interesting. Jerry says, I love MX and 102 because I'm in a way bonded emotionally to them. That's right. And 10 just pulled at her heartstrings, and that led her to love the rest of them. That's right. Yeah. So anyways, it's really nice that, yeah, Cherry, that you joined our fandom, and yeah, that you like these guys as much as we like them. So it's just always nice to see. Yeah. I know Nasir tells me the breed was that when I was like choking after Gianzanaka dropped that news on me. Yeah. I'm good. It's okay, guys. Just by the way, air quality here in Korea is still really, really, really bad. And they said that tomorrow it's gonna get worse. I'm like, what is going on right before MX back is, hopefully we'll be okay. But I can't say that my air purifier is like 100% is making the air clean. I'm pretty sure that still some of the particles are going in me at this moment, very unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully my body can take care of it okay. And yeah, my air purifier doing this job. And yeah, anyways, why did I mention this? I'm sorry, why did I mention this? Okay, let's keep going. Okay. um Oh my gosh. So yeah, so Gianzana laughed when she saw the day that I scheduled it for. Oh my gosh. And she said, thanks for the congratulations. Of course. But yeah, I'm secretly psychic, like as a joke. Okay. Yeah. I'm not psychic, of course, but I rarely have weird coincidences. Yeah. Um, oh yeah. So now that they're married, yeah, just celebrate on your wedding day. I see, which is very sweet. Great. And then Sarah says, good luck. Hope you'll eventually get to meet the right guy for you. Thanks. I hope so too. Yeah, but anyways, if with me like trying now, going back into the dating scene now, if nothing happens, it's okay. So yeah, so I just wanted to just put that out there for now. That this is the year that I'm gonna try. And yeah, so yeah, keep the expectations low as always. And yeah, but thanks you guys for the chat. I mean, the talk more like. So yeah, thanks you guys for the tea talk and everyone's input on everything. And yeah. Yeah. But anyways, it was very interesting to like think more about, and also, me like organizing as well, like how I'm gonna be doing this later. But yeah, but I'm not looking forward to it. Not at all. Yeah, but we'll see. Yeah, so we'll see. I'll update you guys for whatever the next tea talk and stuff later. If ever like I have any kind of updates about it, yeah. Ganzarka says, well, I must say, I just lost it. Oh, wait, I found it. Okay. She says, well, I must say, if they don't like your personality from the get-go, there's nothing you can do about that. That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah. Then they're just not the right ones for you. That's what I was saying. Yeah. Isn't it so unfortunate, though? But yeah, it happened to me quite a few times. So yeah. But anyways, I'm never going to change for anyone. All right, guys? So yeah, you guys know who I am. Come on. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm never gonna change who I am. And yeah, this could be why I've been single for so long. But yeah, I'm waiting for the guy who like really likes me for who I am. Where are you? Like what's going on? But yeah, but he must be out there somewhere. He must be, right? But yeah, but it's just meeting him in like the needle in the haystack, right? So yeah, I'm in a needle, he's the small, more like a molecule. He's like the molecule in this big haystack, right? So that's why maybe in some senses why I can't really have good hopes that I could really find this molecule in this big old haystack, just me going into the hay, but like, I'm gonna be going through all these guys, and it's just like, but it's just good experience, and like I said, I just want to do it with no regrets. Yeah, but yeah, just yeah, anyways, yeah, yeah, it's just I'm trying not to go off tangent, but yeah like so I just really think, given I'm never going to change who I am, and yeah, so if I never ever meet the guy who likes me for who I am, what can we do, right? And so that's why I had people say to me, you should change, how you're acting and like how you're being, so you could like be more appealing to them. And I'm like, no, I don't want to have a relationship like based on something that's not even real, that I'm like trying to change who I am to. No, of course not, so um yeah. Anyways, do you see like the hurdles I must go through? Yeah. So all these hurdles along with my high standards, right? A molecule. Who is that molecule? But yeah, anyways, just wish me luck, and we'll see the next tea talk whenever I have updates to tell you guys. Oh, Cherry. Like, Cherry, like, can I find a guy like you? Like, I don't know your whole personality, of course, but like, a guy who like, who treats me like you, basically. I mean, come on, So Cherry says, I really, really hope you find someone who appreciates you for who you are. Yeah, you more than deserve to be treasured. You are such a good and honest person. I want someone to truly cherish you. I agree, but like that's gosh, go be a poet, Cherry. Okay, you say you like write, go be a poet. Okay, but yeah, you're very, very, she's the sweetest. We know this, and like she's never gonna stop complimenting me, as you guys know. And so that's another thing. So as I keep mentioning, I have yet to meet a good guy, right? But I also haven't really met a guy who likes me for who I am. And that's isn't that kind of like the baseline, right? I can't even get past this baseline yet. Like, what's going on, right? And anyways, but thanks, Cherry, for saying that you guys like me for who I am. I can't imagine you guys not like me for who I am, that you can stay here talking with me for hours, right, guys? So yeah, I never doubted that you guys had like any issue with me. I mean, if you do, you could freely talk about with me. It's okay. But obviously, like there are things I can't change about myself. So like if anything I do, that's just who I am, and it annoys you, that's there's nothing we can do about it, right? But I assume you guys like me for exactly who I am, and that's all I can ask for, right? And like, yeah, I still haven't even met a guy that likes me for who I am yet. Yeah, what the heck, right? So anyways, let's just hope for the best, and yeah, and see what happens in my 30s, if anything happens or not. Yeah. Sarah says, yeah, she agrees with Cherry. Yeah, wrote it beautifully, and that Chrissy deserves that. Guys, stop it, y'all. Stop it, you guys. Yeah, anyways, the guy who marries me should be saying things like that to me, so you guys are like, but again, like, you guys are so sweet. Like, just the kindest, really, wonderful people as you are. Like, you guys are good people. Why can't I find that in regular guys, and so anyways, but thank you for that. That's all I just want to see from a regular guy one day. Is this too much to ask? But like I said, most guys out there are scum, I guess, or I just have the worst luck. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's why I gave up in my mid-20s, and yeah, nothing ever happened after that. And so now I gotta do something about it, so yeah, so we'll see. Cherry says we all deserve that. Got that right. Yeah, thank you for taking me out of my self-centered mode. Yeah, everyone deserves that, not only me. Of course not. Everyone deserves that. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Every single person. Never change who I. So like, I don't think Sylvia's back yet, but Sylvia's saying, like, she already is like off to a bad start because she's a fangirl, and it's like, no, don't ever change who you are for anyone. Okay, so like, we all deserve to be loved exactly who we are, and yeah, and someone already from the get-go doesn't like who you are, bye, and yeah, so whoever we're meant to be with, surely we'll find them, but if we never find them, it's just the way it is, right? And yeah, but hoping for the best, as always, hoping for the best. And yeah, yeah, Sarah, exactly. And she says, really hope everyone will find that for themselves. Exactly, yeah. But anyways, if we never find that guy, whatever, right? Yeah, this is not the end of the world if we never find that guy. It's just, would be nice, right? Would be nice. But yeah, if I never find him, then it's just the way my destiny is, right? And I will accept this destiny and just live the best life that I can. Yeah. So I spread that to any others out there who might be in the same situation or just needs to hear it. Yeah, let's just wait and see. Joey says, my naughty little one. What do you mean? Okay. Sorry. Her pet. Oh my gosh. Okay. So her pet is demanding her attention. Okay. So she's going to go. Don't worry. But I think this is good timing. I reached the end of the comments almost, but, I think we're gonna be going soon, and so yeah. So Joey says she's gonna go, and she says thanks for the live. Have fun, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Yeah, and goodbye, beautiful people. Yeah, you too, Joey. Thanks for even joining up until now, and we'll see you again next time, most likely for MX back, right? So yeah, so we have exciting things coming up. So we'll see you guys later. All right. And so the next tea talk, I'll talk about that at the end. But guys, I need to do this regularly. I should. Okay. So yeah. So look forward to the next lives when I do them. And then Cherry says, I think my personality changed a bit while I was studying for my degree because both social work and psychology deals with the worst. You see people at their most vulnerable, so it did change me. Okay. But not into a completely different person, right? And so yeah, so I feel like Can people really change into a completely different person? So I still consider that as just development, so so there was a part of you that, I guess was like, that you didn't realize that until, like, yeah, you learned about it, and then it helped you develop in a certain way in some sense, right? Anyways, yeah, yeah. So like, I think what I'm just saying the most is that no one becomes like a completely different person, right? Yeah, but I usually just see mainly as like developments. It feels like that to me. Right? You guys get me? It's like, let's think of it this way. A computer will always be a computer, but it gets updated every so often. But it's still a computer. I mean, wait, is that a good analogy? Yeah, I'm not good with analogies. I'm sorry, guys, but yeah, but I feel like, yeah, I just, at least I've never seen it for myself of someone becoming a completely different person. I've never seen that, and so, like, it's just like development, though, right? Anyways, this might be like a debate for another time, but yeah, but I just speak just for me of myself, yeah, um um. Yeah, so Gazaraka is telling me, yeah, never change the way you are. You are you, and you need to find someone who loves you for you. Yeah, thank you for saying that. I wanted to assume you guys, yeah, would say that too. I wanted to assume, but but still, some people like tell me I should change, but then I'm like, So, anyways, it's up for debate, and so yeah, yeah. So, anyways, thanks for saying that. But yeah, but I am very like stubborn in a sense, in like I just can't imagine that I could even change myself, So, I went through lots of things in my life, like so many. I even moved to a new country, So I just really went through so many changes in my life, but yeah, but I'm still the same person, So I'm still the same person in everything I've been through. I definitely grew up in some way, and my mindset for certain things like changed in some way, but I'm still the same person like I was when I was a kid, teenagers, 20s, now 30s. I still feel like the same person, but with different development. Each time. And so, I look forward to see how I would be in my 40s, 50s, 60s. Who knows? Who knows? And yeah, but I just can't imagine I would ever change into a different person, So yeah. Yeah. And so anyways, yeah. I live by that way too. So anyways, I can't imagine you guys agree with the people that say I should change myself, And so yeah, I I am I am me. And yeah, if many people don't like my personality, or no one I meet like sees me as a potential girlfriend because they really don't like who I am, then it's okay. Then I guess I'm really not anyone's taste then, right? Yeah. Yeah, it can happen. It can happen. So yeah, guys, looks are deceiving. So you guys, every time I talk with people, it's like, "Oh, you're so pretty. Do you have a boyfriend?" I'm like, "No," and they're like, they just can't believe it. And I'm like, but I'm not that pretty, okay, guys. Like, hold your horses, okay? Come on, okay. So, but anyways, but still, yeah, I just always have that said to me so many times. I'm just like, it's more than that. Of course, no one's gonna date me only for my looks. I wouldn't want them to date me only for my looks. Of course not. Is that they need to like me for everything that I am, and yeah, and just sadly, a lot of guys like after they get to know me, they're like, yeah, I'm not into you as a person. I'm just like, okay, go ahead. I mean, like, go away kind of feeling. You know what I mean? Okay, so anyways, yeah, yeah. So if I'm really not a very likable person to guys, then so be it. So be it. Yeah, So yeah, I'm not gonna change. Of course not. Even when people tell me no, it's never gonna happen. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's all kind of sad in all honesty, right? Let's be honest. Kind of sad if, like, really no guy out there likes someone like me. Kind of sad, right? But maybe I'm just really not meeting the right guys. Yeah, maybe not. They really want someone who's like, I don't know, more quiet, more dumb, more, I don't know, more good looking. I don't know. Like, what exactly are they looking for? But yeah, I guess these are the guys that don't even fit my standard to begin with, then, right? And so I'm like, okay, then move along, right? Yeah, so anyways, anyways, yeah. just wish me luck. Yeah, I'm trying to look for this molecule out there. Yeah, so it's okay regardless. Yeah. Anyways, Cherry says the first rule for both my degrees is don't judge. Yeah, and you learn to be impartial. Yeah. I'm so sorry. And Cherry says, I tend to not think much of first impression now. I have learned not to judge. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, but anyways, you didn't change into a different person. Yeah, you just developed like other things, and that's cool. That's cool. I think isn't that what any person does, right? But who you are as Cherry, that's always there, right? So anyways, yeah. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, I think that's like perspective. I guess maybe you guys really see it as like big change, I guess. But I'm like, but you're still the same person. So but yeah, but I always like to see people develop, of course. Like if I see people that never grow out of like their childish state or something, I feel very sad for them. It's like, we should all be growing up, but still, we're the we're a unique DNA person thing. So anyways, yeah, it's just interesting to think about now. Yeah. I know, Cherry, I'm very proud of myself in all honesty. So yeah, I was hoping eventually, yeah, we're gonna die down. And so I feel it dying down. And also I'm kind of controlling it as well in some sense. In some sense, it's like, yeah, where you guys can feel like it's dying down now, which is what I wanted to happen. So we're doing pretty good. Pretty good. And yes, Cherry, yeah, didn't get not my wish, but just was a worry if we were gonna go over 4 hours. But no, we are right now at like 3 hours. Only 3 hours, y'all. I'm very proud of us in all honesty, and maybe proud of me too. And so yeah, so thankfully this conversation, tea talk, it was hefty. It was hefty, but we did it in 3 hours. It's pretty darn good. Yeah, so I look forward to the next time we can chat. And most of the time it's gonna be about MX Backpack. And yet if I get into a music show, you guys will see me tweet about it and like all the things I have to do. And so yeah, I feel like right now is like the calm before the storm. Like, the guys are not updating on social media a lot these days because yeah, they're busy. It's like it's go time very soon. Yeah, but we're gonna see them more often starting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. And so anyways, yeah. So I saw the preview of like Gion on that dog show. And so yeah, he has an interesting episode. This family that has 3 dogs. I'm like, yeah, it really looks very interesting. So I will look forward to watch that on Monday as well. And so yeah, guys. Anyways, guys, we're gonna have lots of fun. We're gonna have lots of fun. So yeah, even though today was quite a serious time, but I still enjoyed it and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And it also feels good to talk about it since it's something I want to do in this new year as well. So I think it was good timing that it was on hiatus for so long, and then right now being able to talk about it, I feel like it's like kind of like good timing in some sense. So all things happen for a reason. But the next tea talks will be more fun, guys. Okay, they will be more fun, and I'll talk about them in 1 second. Um, Yeah, so Cherry says the base of your personality is the same because you can't completely change, but you do change as you grow up. Sometimes they may feel like a completely different person. I see, I see. That's subjective. That's indeed subjective. Yeah. And so, yeah. So yeah. You get me. You get me, right? Like someone who completely changes into a new person. Yeah, I don't see that. But then like of course, could develop into like something different than how they were like a couple years ago. Of course, that can happen, but they're still I still consider them as like the base of them is still the same person though, but had a great development. Yeah, so that's my perspective on that. Yeah. Um, Keenan's on our cut. I want to believe that. I just haven't found the right guy yet. But as I keep mentioning, he's a molecule that I'm looking for on this big old earth, like and but yeah. So that's the bottom line. I haven't found him yet. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, it's just hard for me to like think of it like positively. It's like, is it really gonna happen? But anything can happen. Of course, anything can happen. Yeah, just I don't know. I don't know, but at least I'm happy to be doing something about it. Instead of moping about it and not doing anything about it, I feel good to do something about it, even if I don't want to do it. Like you guys can see, I'm so wishy washy about it, but yeah, but I feel better to actually do something about it than not. So yeah, but anyways, yeah, but I'm yeah, I'm not hopeful of finding him in all honesty, but it's all good to try. Yeah. Um. Kiazanaka says maybe it's a cultural difference. Maybe. What do you mean by that? So she says you're looking to date a Korean guy, and of course I don't want to stereotype, but I find that most Korean guys like the quiet, shy types. Oh, and she says I could be mistaken. Oh. So little backstory. I've dated guys in the USA and Korea. So those are the only type of guys that I've dated before. And mm, I'm trying to compare if there's any culture differences, aside from language, of course. So aside from language, mm, mm, honestly, I can't think of a big difference, but that's just my experience. Just my experience. All of them, no matter their ethnicity, they're just regular guys. Just regular guys. So they were just regular guys. And I feel like as a regular guy, you prefer someone who's not eccentric. Yeah. So I think I think yeah. So anyways, I didn't think about that until I went through a lot of dates as to why like it's not working out. But then I see all these other girls that can get like dates and relationships so quickly, and I'm just like, what's going on? But then the thing is, a regular girl is like this type of person. So it's this type of person, but I'm definitely not that type of person. So I am really quite unique compared to a regular girl. And so I feel like maybe for a regular guy, I'm just really like too much for them kind of thing. And I felt like that's why usually it just didn't seem to work out. You guys feel me? You guys feel? And at the end of the day, aren't all guys all the same, no matter what country they're from? But of course, yeah, of course, country like affects in some way, of course. But just as a guy, you know, I'm not a regular girl, so just it just sometimes didn't work out. But I did try dating with a guy who was kind of eccentric like me, and so I really wasn't too into him. But I thought, after a while, I'm like, maybe I could give him a chance. So I decided to give him a chance. But the thing is, I thought he was interested in me. I thought, except when I asked him, I tried my best to ask in the best way possible. But then he's like, no, I'm not interested in you. And I'm like, wow, even an eccentric guy is not interested in me. And I was like, interesting. So yeah, yeah. So I have no answer for this. Yeah. So I'm just like as Ganzanarka says, I haven't met the right guy yet. That's for sure. All right, that's for sure. And um, yeah, yeah. Anyways, never judge a book by its cover. So yeah, I'm this kind of personality, and I look this way. But guys have rejected me. Yeah, more than once, y'all. More than once. Yeah. So yeah. So maybe you guys like kind of understand more why I'm like this way about dating. Is like I have dealt with this so many times. I'm just like, when will I find the right person? I don't know. I don't know. So anyways, we're wrapping it up. I think that's a good like kind of ending to explain everything that I'm feeling about dating soon. And hmm, yeah, but anyways, I'll try to be hopeful. I'll try. That's all I can say for now. I'll try. And yeah, updates whenever I start my dating game. Yeah, so whenever that happens, we can talk more about it at that time. mm, mm-hmm. Sarah says this was a very interesting chat and glad to hear. Glad to hear. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed it, that's really great. And yeah, I too as well. This was really good because I'm an external processor. You guys remember that about me. I really like to externally process. So, I need to be with a guy that likes to listen to me talk, but like I don't want to like talk all the time with him, of course not, but because like just whenever I have some thoughts or some frustrations, I just want him to just listen, but he doesn't have to like respond to me or anything. And so anyways, yeah, so that's why I'm kind of like meant to do like YouTube lives. I'm like talking alone here, right, to my webcam, but then yeah, but reading your comments here, like it's like I don't know. Anyways, this is what I like to do. I really do. But yeah, but you guys also give me feedback and listening. It's just, yeah, I love it. I love it. So anyways, I like it too. And if you guys enjoyed it too, really happy to hear. And yeah, yeah, she says thank you for today. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. Okay, it's nothing. Anyways, yeah, just thanks you guys. You make it interesting for me. Okay, so just thanks for that. And let's go enjoy this comeback now. You guys excited? Yeah. I mean, again, my teaser reactions are, not amazing. Okay, but again, because yeah, I just would rather keep all my judgment and excitement once everything is released, and then finally, yeah, that'll be everything, and I'm still gonna enjoy it as always. I still always, yeah, always. Anyways, let me wrap it up. Let me wrap it up. Yes, yes. So yeah, thanks you guys for joining too. I'm glad you guys liked it. Great, great, great. Great, great, great. Yes, thanks you again. Thanks again. Cherry, don't tell me sweet dreams anymore. You always make me remember my dreams. Okay, so anyways, it's kind of related. It's kind of related to a little bit, kind of related to this talk, but last night I what do I need to talk about? I don't know. So no, I might as well. I might as well. Okay, so like I've been mentioning how like I've been having weird dreams, and like I'm hoping for like good dreams. So you guys tell me sweet dreams. I'm like I'm hoping, yeah, I'll have a good dream soon. And so last night I dreamed of something. I couldn't really remember what it was, but I do remember Gion was associated with it. I do remember something associated with Gion. Like I remember thinking or like see, I don't remember, sadly, the dream really was so fuzzy after I woke up. But the thing is, when I woke up, my feeling felt really good. So just like like I never woke up from a dream like that. I mean, maybe I did, but like very very rarely, right? And so when I woke up, just something in me was like feeling really really good. And so like Gion, of course, would make me feel good, of course. And so but if I still don't know what we were doing in the dream, I wish I could have remembered, but I really couldn't. But that was the last thing that I could remember, was that I was just feeling like really really good after that dream. And I was just like, wow, that's so weird. So can I consider this a good dream? Maybe, even though I don't remember it. But yeah, but I vaguely remember Kian was there and like something was happening. And then yeah, and then I just woke up feeling like, wow, yeah, something like warm and fuzzy, that kind of feeling, yeah, was like in me. And I was just like, wow, that's so weird. But anyways, I'll take it as a success. I hope. But yeah, yeah, so yeah, I need to stop. Do you guys see on the issue? I knew it. I knew this would happen on the issue when these lives go long. But anyway, but we're still fine. We're still fine. So that's why I feel like I'm like kind of like more relaxed. Like, it's okay if I go a little bit off topic. You know what I mean? And so, anyways, yeah, yeah. But I mean, let's be real, okay? Because like since it's like related to this topic, okay? And like since I dreamed of Gion last night. Why not we talk about him? But I mean, if I could find a guy like Gihyun, okay, so like not thinking about his status in life, okay, so yeah, don't think about that, but like if I could meet a guy like Gihyun, where like when I think about him and I see him and like everything about him, like it always gives me like this good feeling inside. I really wish that guy that I hope that I marry, that he will always give me this feeling in me. And so yeah, so will I really be able to find someone like that? I don't know, but I don't want to believe that Kian gave me this expectation. I don't want to believe that. It's just I never thought that I could feel that way about a person. And so thanks to Kian, that I realized that I could feel that way. I'm like, wow. So hopefully someone who's not a celebrity, that I could find someone that I could yeah, have that feeling towards. But anyway, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Like what if the guy that that I want to marry, and everything is all good and stuff, but he doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy inside? Is that gonna be a bad? Is that going to be a bad thing? And so let's talk about that one day if it does happen. Okay, hopefully not. But yeah, but I just wonder. Yeah, could I really find a guy to that extent? But anyways, yeah. Let's go. Okay. Well, I'm kind of surprised no one has been commenting. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. If you guys don't have comments, or you don't want me to like stay longer, it's okay. It's okay. But I mean, right now it's only 10:19 p.m. Not that big of a deal. But anyways, yeah. But if you guys really don't want to say anything else, it's fine. But you could if you want. But if not, okay, we're good. We're good. You just let me rant. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. All right. And yeah, nothing. Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, what is this? What? Okay. I mean, this this is not supposed to be like a K-pop related, but yeah, we got an whole video. What? I did. Okay. That's really nice. Yeah. So go watch that later. But then also someone wrote on Monster X Fan Cafe. What? I was just saying that they were like kind of quiet for a long time. And okay, so Minhyuk visited us like 20 minutes ago. Okay, so Minhyuk wrote, finally is next week. Yeah. So even though today's Saturday, but technically, yeah. Still say it's next week. Yeah. So he said finally it's next week, and then he said and he said, these days, I'm drawing on an iPad. And so he drew this on an iPad. I thought it was a photo at first. Looks really good. Wow. So he's doing that these days. And I guess is that his signature to mark that it's his drawing. I don't know what was that. But anyway, that's cute. It's cute. Yeah. And then he says, he said something was left out. I don't know what was it, his watermark? I don't know. He just said yeah, something was left out or something. And then and he says like this is like really a super easy way of like drawing. And then he says I think he said he drew this in like 5 minutes. Good for you. But like that's what he's saying, like it's so easy to draw it. Good for you. And then he said so he looked at a picture of a sky, and then wishing for like the new year. Oh no, sorry. He's saying this to us. Sorry. So to us, he says to us, look at this photo of the sky, of that he drew. So he says, look at this, and that your wishes for the new year, that it will all come true. Mon bebe. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet, Minhyuk. Is he watching me? Anyway, so yeah, I always say this. We have to have a talk about that next time. And so anyways, if you guys want to make a wish while looking at his sky picture, go ahead. But mine is that I hope that I can find the right guy one day. So anyway, so just made me think, is he watching me? But again, of course not. And so anyways, thank you, Minhyuk. I made a wish that I'll meet the right guy one day. By the way, can we end on something? Sorry. I told you this is all my fault. Anyways, we're gonna end on one fun thing. Okay, we're gonna end on one fun thing, to wrap this up, and then I'll see you guys next time. Okay, so anyways, okay, so you guys, okay, so now you guys, maybe there was a delay. Okay, but now I see you guys' comments. Okay, so Cherry says, love comes in different forms for different people. Good point. Thank you for letting me know. I always say that as well. My love for Wano is different from my love with Gion. Yeah, of course, you're exactly right. And then Cherry says, it may not be warm or fuzzy for some. Thank you for telling me that. Thank you for telling me that. I need to remember that. Yeah. So this warm, fuzzy feeling I have for Gion, we don't know what kind of love that is. We don't know. I mean, he's I'm very attracted to him. We already like established that, but still, I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So thank you for telling me that. We don't know if really this means something good or bad. Yeah. About having this warm fuzzy feeling. Okay. We don't know. Yeah, we don't know. Okay. Yeah. So let's just keep it at that. Thank you for that. Ganzarka says, so Chrissy looking for more cosplay when we thought you wanted to go see. Yeah. but I mean, if you guys still have things you want to say from what I just said, it's okay. Okay, but like I said, it's my fault. But like I said, I will control it. Okay, so like you guys do what you want to do. Okay, that's always most important. Okay, it's never you guys' fault. It's always my fault. Okay, so I made this happen. So if you guys do, if you guys do have comments about anything else, like feel free to. And we're gonna do one last thing, and then we're gonna go. Okay, so okay, and then yes, Sarah did not mention the Oho since it was not K-pop really. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I like to stick to one topic, but yeah, but now that we're ending things off, I want to look at my phone, and then I saw that, and then yeah, so yeah, we could go watch away. Yeah, all those things. Cherry says it could be soft and comfortable or fiery and passionate. Interesting. Interesting. So okay, so yeah, each love we have for each person, yeah, it's different, of course. Got it, got it. Okay. Good to know. Yeah. Um, um, uh-huh. And yeah. So Gamzarka says, yeah, Minhyuk is so talented. Yes, indeed. And Unico, were you always here? Okay, Unico says there's something for everyone. Oh, yeah. So that's I guess for maybe her last comment about this whole discussion. There is something for everyone. You're right. You're right. Yeah. I just don't have high, like I don't have super high hopes that you know, because yeah, I just really always want to be prepared that I could end up single the rest of my life, and like I am really really okay with that, but I still would like to have a shot as at trying to find a relationship. But if after my effort and nothing happens, then it's just the way it is, and I will live my single life as happily as possible. Yeah. Sierra says, Minhyuk loving art and painting is her absolute favorite. I used to draw too in the past and love seeing Minhyuk and Wano enjoy drawing. How sweet. How sweet. Yeah, you should start drawing too. How come you don't draw for fun or anything? But yeah, Minhyuk, yeah, he's always into it. And yeah, Wano as well likes drawing too. So yeah, very, very sweet of them. Yeah. Oh, it's a cute video. Good to know. Of course it is. It's always cute. Of course. Yeah. Wait, you guys went to go watch it while listening to me or something? No, I don't judge. I don't judge. You guys do whatever you want to do. It's okay. And so I do want to end on this thing because this happened on Minhyuk's Bokship show, and the thing is that I was like really weirded out by it because for my birthday it's really weird, and it's related to what we've been talking about. And so this is how this chart looks like. And so it says here, based on your birthday, what is your what's going to happen to you in 2023, just silly things like that. Okay, you can believe it or not, but sometimes it's kind of weird. Okay, so for Minhyuk, so he says he checks his birthday, right? So for him it says that like historically, like amazingly, so like more than anything, so like I don't know how to really translate that into English. And so like really really like historically level, you're going to become a star. And then Minhyuk is like, what? But I'm like, Minhyuk, you're already a star. Okay, but then yeah, but I thought was such a weird coincidence that on his birthday it says here, yeah, in 2023 you're gonna like really become like a different level, like super super high level. You're gonna become a star. And I'm like, that would be interesting. But I think Minhyuk is already a K-pop star, but I mean maybe to another level, I guess. And so he's like, oh, that's weird, that's weird. And so then he also checks Monster X birthday, May 14, right? So he checks that, like what's Monster X, what's gonna happen to them in 2023. So it says here, more than anyone, working really hard. So in Korea, like standard, like working a lot could be seen as a good thing, and so that's why they put it here, like you get a lot of work, which means you're getting a lot of money, right? And so with Monster X, like we know we don't want them to keep working all the time, but then for them personally as a group, it would be really good in some sense that like, yeah, more than anyone you're gonna be working a lot. That's like a good thing, and so anyway, so like Minhyuk was like, whoa, this is like too real. And I'm like, yeah, that's creepy, that is real. And so anyways, so I found the photo because I wanted to see what my birthday says. And my birthday, guys, is really creepy. Okay, so like it says here, for me, April 18, it says for me one day. Okay, so like just one day this year. Okay, one day this year, I'm going to meet my ideal person. So when I saw that, I'm like, no, who the heck made this? Okay, it's just so creepy. Okay, so like what happened to Mini York Monster X birthday, my birthday, and then me like wanting to like hopefully find the right guy for me, but like apparently one of these days I'm gonna finally meet my ideal person. So, anyways, we don't know if it's really gonna happen. Okay, but this is just creepy. Okay, isn't this creepy? Right? So, anyways, what are you guys' birthday? If you want to see you guys' birthday, let's see if you guys have something creepy. Let me know. But if you guys want me to see for the other MX guys, I can let you know. Do you guys want to know? So I don't like I already like saw all the guys' birthdays. It's not super. It's not as like I was just like so while I wait for you guys' birthdays, let me tell you the other members. Okay, so let's do Hyungwon, which is also my mom. And so for Hyungwon, it says here with me too not knowing, so like without me knowing, um I'm gonna have like a turn of events, like something, yeah, something will happen to like a turn of events, so but in a good way. So just think of it as a good way, like something is gonna happen in a good way, like with you not knowing. I'm like, oh, is something gonna happen to Hyungwon? Oh, but also, what about my mom? Is something gonna happen to my mom? I don't know, but in a good way. Okay, in a good way, like a turn of event, like you can also use this word for like first you were poor and then now you're super rich, so that's like a good thing, a turn of event like that. So we're gonna take this in a good way, like something like struggling with something, and then it's gonna turn something really good. And so we'll see if that happens. Okay, yeah, so we'll see. And then for I am, so into January, so without me knowing, his is oh yeah, without me knowing, my wish will come true. Isn't interesting? What is I am's wish? I don't know, but that's interesting. Okay, and then so next guy, Wano. So Wano's is a little bit creepy. It's a little bit creepy. So for Wano, it says every day getting more healthy. That's what we want of Wano every single day, right, guys? And so I was like, pretty appropriate. And so hopefully, maybe in 2023 we don't see Wano. We don't know, but every day he gets more healthy. I hope so, Wano. I hope so. So, anyways, interesting. And so, okay, so moving on, Shonu. So Shonu is um like according to what you hoped for. Oh yeah, same thing as me, 18. According to what you like wish for, Shonu as well. He's gonna meet his ideal person. anyways, anyone could be born on the 18th. Okay, and so yeah, so all of us are like born on the 18th. We're gonna meet our ideal person. Okay, and so that includes Shonu. But for him, is like based on what you like hoped for. Yeah. Well, for me, is like one day, like one of these days, I'm gonna be meeting my ideal person. So for me, it feels like a lot stronger, in all honesty. But anyways, Shonu, good luck. Good luck, Shonu. You also meet your ideal person this year. Okay. So anyways, moving on. So Juhani. So Juhani is whatever you do, like no matter whatever you do, you are going to get younger. Huh? Okay, so anyways, but I think it's a little bit appropriate because he's not accepting that he's 30 years old Korean age. So like if he really wants to go by his international age, technically he got younger this year, if you want to think of it that way. And so yeah, so it's like yeah, no matter what you do, yeah, you're gonna get younger. But anyways, maybe physically he gets younger. I don't know. But yeah, his, if you're born on the 6th, it's like, I don't know, you're gonna get younger. Okay. Anyways, and then with Gihyun. So Gihyun is a little bit interesting. Okay, so yeah, for being November, so also like historically level, like in a really like extreme, historical level, he is going to meet his ultimate bias. So so this word they use in Korean, we use that to mean our ultimate bias. But if not thinking the K-pop way, it means like the person that you love the most. Okay, aka your ultimate bias, right? So assuming Gihyun does not have an ultimate bias, and so maybe like historically level, like maybe he's gonna be meeting someone that's his number one, his number one person that he likes, apparently. And so anyways, Anyways, isn't this hilarious? Okay, so it's hilarious, but yeah, some creepy, some funny, and so yeah, it's just kind of creepy, right? And so anyways, do you guys want to know your birthdays? But if not, it's okay. Um uh-huh. Oh, okay. Okay. Uh-huh. 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 Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay. You guys are so silly. Okay, but you guys don't want to know your birthdays? You don't want to know? Okay. Up to you. But anyways, yeah, I'll read you guys comments later. But anyways, the Korean age law thing, yeah, technically, yeah, that's technically legally changed. But anyways, I personally don't think MX guys will go by the new ages. I think that's gonna be really, really weird. But can we talk about that on Hyungwon's birthday? That's right. I was saving that conversation about Korean age system, this new law later. I'll talk about that all on Hyungwon's birthday because I really want to know what Hyungwon is gonna do because it's gonna change a lot for him, you know. But I assume he's not gonna change 30 years of his life to this new system. Okay, I don't. You know, you personally could do what you want. You don't have to follow this law. Anyways, on his birthday, we're gonna do that. Okay. So, anyways, and then you guys DM me some stuff. 1 second. Um. Uh. Uh. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I already saw this on my timeline before, but like Hyungwon hang out with a soccer player, and and like what is it? Is it weird that he's with a soccer player? I don't think so. What is that weird? Is it? I don't think so. It's fine. But yeah, the soccer player is taller than him. But I mean, yeah, he's a soccer player. He should be tall. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, Unico wanted me to like see that, and I'm like, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. By the way, I think Hyun is exactly 6 feet, I think. And so yeah, of course there's gonna be many people taller than him that exist everywhere. Yeah. So I do believe he's not taller than 6 feet, or is that like 182 centimeters? Yeah. Which is like good height. But of course, yeah, he could be meeting people taller than him, of course. Yeah. Okay, so finally, guys, we're wrapping it up. All right. I was just having some fun. All right, because this is my fault. Okay, so anyways, yeah, just had some fun. And yeah, now we're slowly gonna go now. Oh, Unico says I missed most of your life. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, she woke up not too long ago. No worries. Okay, so but thank you for your input even at the end. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Yeah. Or yeah, feel free to watch this on replay if you're curious of what we talked about. Kian Sonarka used to draw all the time when she was younger, and she sadly doesn't do a lot of drawing anymore. Okay. You guys just don't feel like it anymore, but I assume it's because you don't want to do it, not that you can't do it, right? So, anyways, if you guys want to do it again, why not? Yeah. Okay. So Sarah used to, but then stopped due to some medical issues. Oh my gosh. Okay. And she didn't pick it up again, and since then, okay. She lost confidence in it, but I still love art. I guess that's why Mood Teaser 4 was interesting to me. Got it. But I'm sorry that you can't, that you physically can't anymore. That's okay. And just, yeah, but you still love art. Yeah. If you can't physically do it anymore, it's okay. Of course, that's okay. But good to know. And like, yeah, of course, appreciate, everyone's art. Yeah, I always like any kind, that's why I buy so many top loaders, so all these like very talented artistic people, I love to see it. But I personally am not artistic, but I really love to see other people who are artistic. So yeah, I feel you. Yeah. Oh yeah. So now into when I was like talking about this, yeah. So anyway, so Gianzarka says, I hope that horoscope is for real. You're so fun. Anyways, but I don't know if I could call this a horoscope. It's just, but yeah, it acts like a horoscope, but it's like just what might happen to you, in the new year. But it's like for fun, it's for fun. Don't take it seriously, but it's just kind of creepy, isn't it kind of creepy? But it's like, we'll see. But anyways, don't think much about it. But I just thought was just kind of creepy. Yeah. Positive vibes for me. Thanks, guys. Again, yeah, wish me luck this year. And yeah, so Chrissy and no, we're not gonna meet each other. You're so silly. My ideal person, I don't think is gonna be born on the 18th. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to assume Shawnee will be meeting his different ideal person. Okay. And by the way, I don't find Seanu attractive either. But anyways, yeah, he's gonna find his ideal person, yeah, and I'll find my own ideal person. Well, we'll see what happens. Okay, anyways, yeah, but you guys are so funny. Yeah, and it says that that's perfect for Juhan. Yeah, and then talking about the ages, we'll save that for Hyungwon's birthday. But then Gion Zanaka says, so Gion will be meeting Seanu. Okay, I didn't think about that. Is Seanu really his ultimate bias? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Or maybe Gion has an ultimate bias in like a different K-pop group or something. I don't know. Anyways, but that's really fun. If you're born on the 22nd, yeah, it says that you're going to be meeting your ultimate bias. So, anyways, yeah, it would be fun. Yeah, well, fun. It's just funny. Yeah. And then Sarah says, so Seanu, Gion, and Chrissy are gonna meet someone. I don't know. Okay, we'll see. Anyways, but it's just really funny. Yeah, it's just really funny. Yeah. Oh, the comment below it? What, you want to show me a comment? I just saw it now. Okay. That the soccer player was starstruck by how Hyungwon looked like. Okay. No big surprise. No surprise. Yeah, but good to know. Okay. Yeah. So soccer players are not required to be tall. I don't know. I'm always confused about that because yeah, I mean they're not like super short regardless, right? But yeah, they don't have to be super. But here's the thing: I've seen short basketball players too. So yeah, it's not common, but I feel like usually they're like on the taller side. Usually, you know what I'm saying? But of course, some could be short as well. Of course, yeah. And so, anyways, yeah, as long as you're good at what you do, no matter your height, that's really impressive. Seeing anyone who's not super tall but still like a great athlete. Yeah. Anyways, I'm surprised you guys don't want to know your birthdays. Like you're all good. Okay. Anyways, or maybe like you have similar birthdays with any of the MX guys or me, then you can already like guess what yours says. But okay. So anyways, we're wrapping up right under 4 hours. It's all good. Like I said, this was like mainly my fault that we went over like 40 minutes. It's just me. Okay, I knew it. But yeah, I just really like talking. All right, guys. So yeah, I really do. So I know it's like mainly my fault. But yeah, but I'm still like not super sleepy. But I'll eventually feel sleepy. Oh yeah, it's yeah. Anyways, it's all good. But yeah. But ending off like the future tea talks that I want to do. So for sure, I have to do tea talks of catching up stuff. Okay, catching up stuff of like 10 things I did that I still haven't told you guys. Yeah, I still have stories, y'all. Okay, so I have like 10 stories to tell you guys. So that's like catching up and like maybe reminiscing about 10. So we're gonna have a tea talk for that one day, and then tea talk catching up about my vacation. What did I do for 1 month with my brother? So like you guys already saw briefly in my Instagram, but there's a lot to talk about. And so catching up about my vacation. And oh, is that it? Oh, that's all I could think of for now. Oh, no way, is that it? Yeah, I know. I should write these things down. But it's okay. But I know for sure these are like future tea talks I have to do. And then yeah, and I guess maybe we'll just go with the flow if like more tea talks needs to happen at some point. Yeah. But yeah, remind me in the future. Yeah. So anyways, all tea talks from now on, they're going to be scheduled. Okay. So it won't always happen at nighttime, won't always happen at some other time. I'm going to be experimenting with lots of times, and then yeah, gonna let you guys know at least 3 days beforehand of when the schedule eyes will be, and see you when I see you. So that's all to say about the progress of tea talks and the future of it. Cherry says, like you with I am. What do you mean? Huh? What do you mean? Huh? What do you mean? Angela. Well, wait. Have you been here the whole time? Okay, but Angela says we like your life. Get out of here. I know, but I really like to hear that because I like doing it. But you guys being here makes it more fun for me. So like, yeah, don't. But I'm always happy to hear when you guys like it. So, anyways, I'm the same, of course. Gianzonaka says, sorry, Chrissy, you seem so curious. Yeah, but I don't believe in such fortunes. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm not saying it's for real gonna come true. It's just, like I said, this is just for fun. But if you don't want to know because you don't want to have that like thought into knowing, but yeah, it's just for fun. It's just kind of creepy, right? But yeah, but I I never think anything more than that. It's just interesting. It's just interesting. And so yeah. So most likely I'm not gonna meet my ideal person. So like anything that I see, like anything, like anything. Do you know what I mean? It's like yeah, when I see anything like this, and it's like usually that means it's not gonna happen to me. And so, anyways, if this means yeah, I don't meet my ideal person this year, oh well, oh well. So, anyways, I feel like this is like, yeah, telling me the opposite. I am not gonna meet my ideal person. Oh well. But anyways, yeah, yeah. To take it how you are. But yeah, if you don't even want to know it, don't worry about it. But yeah, this is legit just for fun. I never take it. I never think about it after I see. I mean, I just think it's funny. I think it's funny. That's why I kept it. So I think it's funny. But yeah, but I don't ever think of it as like here. Anyways, to each their own. To each their own. But I just want to let you guys know I don't like believe in this stuff either. It's just for fun, and it's just so silly. So yeah, I just think of it as silly. Yeah, Cherry, I can do your birthday. Yeah, yeah. So you not knowing, hmm, why does it say that? Is that really a good thing? Is that really a good thing? It says that you're gonna gain weight. So I don't know, like, I mean, depending on the perspective, some people want to gain weight, some people don't. Okay, so it's up to you. So in my opinion, it could be like losing weight or gain weight. Okay, whatever is the positive thing that you want to do, that is you without you knowing. But that's the thing, without you knowing, losing weight or gaining weight. Yeah, because there's another day here that says losing weight, and then yeah, depends on you. Depends on you. But again, this is just for fun. Just for fun, of course. Don't take it seriously. But anyways, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, that's so silly. Okay, see, that's so silly. Yeah, yeah. And then other things here, it says that you're gonna grow taller. It's like, I'm never gonna grow taller, if that was my birthday. Anyway, so it says like things like that here. And another thing says like you're gonna become cuter. Anyways, so silly. Okay, so silly. So anyways, Cherry, I hope you just hear that as a laugh. Okay, it's just for a laugh. Okay, and it's just some of these things are weird, right, and then some of these are just like just for fun. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, oh, and Sarah's the same way as Kieran's like, yeah, yeah. If you guys don't want to know, don't worry. But like I said, it's just like silly fun. That's all it is. Yeah. Oh, okay, okay. So I saw that. I saw that tweet too. Actually, Guillaume Zarnica talking about how someone wrote the translation of what I.M said in music video teaser 2, that he said undeniable beautiful liar. So in my opinion, I need to see the Korean lyrics. So I still haven't seen the Korean lyrics of what exactly he said, but we'll find out on Monday. Anyways, I'll find out on Monday, and then I'll let you guys know for real. But excuse me, but for me, like how I heard it, for me, I feel like unable to refuse it. So that word can mean refuse it. And so that's usually how I use that or hear or use that word. It means like refusing, but it could also mean like denying it. But then in some sense, refuse and deny are kind of synonyms. Yeah, not really. And so, yeah, so it depends on how it's being used. But like, and for me personally, I usually hear that word being used as like, you're refusing something. And so I translated what he said as like, unable to refuse it, beautiful liar. And I feel like that kind of makes sense, right? But then unable to deny it, it could also be. And so yeah, so that's up for a debate. It will depend on context, but I usually use that word to mean like refusing something, so yeah. So anyways, translations, don't trust everything. All right, guys. So yeah, so just yeah, so once I see the lyrics, I give you guys my own interpretation, but it doesn't mean 100% right, of course. But yeah, that's the most I can do for that. Yeah. Oh, okay. So Cherry says maybe I would gain weight. She says I am in need of losing weight. It's okay. And I take this for silly. Okay, it's for silly. Yeah, whether you will gain weight, lose weight. Yeah, like wishing us all the best. Like personally for me, I hope I do lose some weight this year. And so yeah, that's just personally what I want to do. And so yeah. But anyways, but if I don't lose weight, it's whatever too, And so anyways, we are in control of what we want to do. Okay, this is just silly things. And like, if it really happens or not, cool. But if it's whatever. And so anyways, yeah, I don't want to say like Minhyuk, yeah, he's gonna become like a big star. I mean, I hope he does, but then I was just saying like, oh, usually the opposite happens. But anyways, it's just silly. It's just silly. Yeah. So whatever happens to us this year, I hope that only good things happen to us. And yeah, but if nothing exciting happens, like, if I really don't meet my ideal person, yeah, it's whatever. I really don't expect that anyway. And so, anyways, but I just thought it was just weird because I am gonna go out to the dating scene this year. And then yeah, and that was like matching with my birthday. I'm like, that's creepy, right? But yeah, weird coincidences happen with me all the time, as you guys know. And so I just think it's just a creepy coincidence. But yeah, it's not gonna dictate anything about my life. I'm just gonna go about how it is and see what happens. Yeah. Cherry says, yeah, I'm not going to get taller, but I may get cuter. So funny, so funny. Yeah. One of the days it's like you're gonna get taller. It's like, of course that's not gonna happen if like you're above 20 years old, you know what I mean? And so, anyways, yeah. It's just silly fun. And so yeah, so I just in case you guys thought I take this seriously, of course I don't. It's just really, really silly fun. But yeah, if you guys don't want to know, of course, totally understandable. And yeah, and so anyways, yeah, so Cherry, you could get cuter. Of course, we could. I mean, at a certain point, maybe it's not good if we get cuter, but regardless, who knows? Anyways, it's just silly. Anyways, let's end it. I see you guys tomorrow. Fun stuff tomorrow. I'm gonna do different things about how to do the reaction video stuff, so look forward to that. I mean, not super different, but I'm of course gonna be experimenting like what is the best way I can do those reaction videos. So yeah, so anyways, look forward to that. And yeah, let's have a good MX backpack, y'all. Yeah. So as always, be healthy, be safe, be careful, be happy, stay happy. Have a good day and good night. Take care of everything around you as well. And yeah, and I still wish everyone a good, happy new year. Like whatever you hope to do in the new year, yeah, me included, that we just go about the new year the best we can. And yeah, and don't give up. I think that's always number one in everything. Don't give up, Yeah. So I just want to end on that note. All right. So let me wait like 30 more seconds and I shall go. Okay, yes. And so you guys, yeah, already said your goodbyes already. So yeah, if you don't want to say, yeah. So just briefly, don't worry about it. But yeah, all you guys say your goodbyes already. So thank you as always. Yeah. And yeah, hope I continue to have nice, warm dreams. But if not, it's okay. But I already had a nice, warm dream already. So it's okay. Thank you, Angela. You too. Later sleep type. But yeah, good day, good night. You too. I'll wait like just a few more seconds. Okay, that's it. I'm going. Bye. See you soon. Thanks for the long chat. And until next time. Bye.